There he is. He's back.
That's a great start. Basically, there's going to be bullshit. I made a joke. Characters going to be referred to or called things that we would never call them in real life, apart from Miss Hearts, who I want to meet. Who I want to meet. Oh, who I want. Look, shit's going to happen. Don't take it personally. Fuck off. Welcome to the Chronicle London's Burning, a story set in the city of Oxford about a group of vampires and kindred society reigning from the exodus and loss of London. Tonight we are joined by Not My Internet. Camarilla Bruja Armand, betrayed by Nitro Typat. Please do a rouse check to awaken from your torpor state. I made a joke and the internet died. That's the way it always goes, Scarlet. Okay, you're fine. Better than my internet anyway. Xavier Long, betrayed by Tina. Please do a rouse check to awaken from your torpor state. As usual, you gain a hunger. The Camarilla Banu Hakim Blood Scholar. Cedra, do a rouse check.
We just talked about this not being able to talk tonight, and it's actually happening.
Okay, gain a hunger. And last but not least, Isaac, of the Hakata family of Clan Cappadocian, betrayed by Xavier. For some reason I can say all that, that's fine. Please do a rouse check to awaken from your torpor state.
Who had Shiver bumbling his words for bingo?
He's right, you know.
Muted.
You're muted, Miss Hearts.
Probably a good thing. We really do need to make a bingo card.
Armand has received a text from his contact within the police. A slimy criminal has been able to evade capture by the police. Armand has been sent the address, which lies in one of the rougher parts of the city, on Blackbird Leys Road, in Windrush Tower, number 33. Armand asked Xavier for help, as it lies within Anarch territory, and it seems this guy is not alone, laying low with another criminal friend of his. Armand arrives with Xavier outside the tower and make their way inside.
Did out of character? Did my contact say what type of criminal, what type of criminal this guy is, or how dangerous he might
Slimy
be?
criminal that's evaded capture.
Cool. Okay, that's fine.
So he's possibly a slug.
Ooh.
They have blood in him?
It's a good question.
Yeah, it's a character. He say what we're looking for?
Just a couple of guys that they can't seem to get a hold of, but free food for us and free arrest for them.
Sure, but without a description, we could just walk up on any old bloke and assume they're bad.
True, but I don't think that. I think they do a little bit of research and give us their correct address.
Let's just hope they pull guns out on us first.
Right. Worst comes to worst, the place is empty. And I'll start. Go ahead.
I was just going to ask, is this a multi-floored building?
Yes. This is a high-rise.
It's the big,
apartment.
it's the big one that you see in the picture.
Oh. We're doing the elevator, or you want to run the stairs?
Either's fine. Could work up a little bit of hunger going up the stairs.
You could.
Making a joke and I head inside the building.
I follow.
Make it quick and simple. We'll probably just head to the elevator.
Okay. I think it's pretty fair to say that you'll just arrive outside number 33.
I guess we're knocking.
I mean, every time we knock, somebody shoots back first. We could just... I look around. There's probably other people on the floor, right? Like other doors?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, no, never mind. Bad idea. We'll wake up
Probably
and
only like
blow up.
5 or 6.
All right, so sneak our way in. I say loudly next to the door. I'm joking.
I quietly try the door handle to try not to make it look like somebody's trying to open the door just to see if it's locked.
I think for you that's going to be an automatic success. It's definitely locked.
You gonna pick it open or should we knock?
I'll pick it open. They might run if we start knocking.
Dexterity,
I stand
lastly,
off to this
difficulty
side.
3, please.
Difficulty 3. Oh my.
Blood search. I mean, what's it called in Bloodlines? I think it's still blood search, isn't it?
Yeah, it's blood surge.
Yeah, I think,
Thought it was
I
blood
think
bath.
it's blood surge.
It's something.
I think in the game it's blood buff.
It is blood buff. You're right. Thank you, Shiver.
The door clicks under your guided touch.
I stand back up and I just whisper, after you.
Oh boy. I activate prowess. I just
Oh,
go
you
ahead and
did it
activate
before I
when
could
before
ask.
go in.
Ask anyway.
No. Okay, do a rust check for me, please. Lovely, gain a hunger.
And I swiftly open the door and look in the room.
You open the door straight away, and it's like this open planned lounge thing. 2 guys sitting there on the couch watching TV. As you burst in, one of them gets up and he's like, "What the fuck are you doing in here? How dare you? What are you doing breaking into my place? Who the
Sit
hell
the
do you
fuck
think
down.
you are? Do you even have a warrant?"
I don't need a warrant.
"I think you'll find you do, Sonny Jim."
Xavier,
I
have
have-
you walked,
Just be glad he's not
have you
fucking
walked
Welsh.
into the door
Yeah,
yet?
I've like taken a step in the room. Yeah, I would have.
I also step in and I close the door behind me.
Did you see
I
that?
unzip my
He
pants.
closed the door behind him. Bloody cheeky bastard. He'll be Irish next. Then a Scot joins in. Then you're going to walk into a bar.
Does the room have any paraphernalia in it of the drug and or armed weapons?
No.
Really?
Mm.
You didn't think Shiver would just give us any old like any regular criminals, right? They probably
Now look.
nicked a stick of gum from the store.
Doesn't matter to me technically, but
Mm.
I lean back towards Amon. He give you a name?
Did he give me a name? Just slimy criminal?
Slimy criminal. You don't need to know names.
That's fine.
How
I was just I couldn't remember.
We're talking to.
Uh,
All right, I
I
advance
just
the room.
You what? The
What are we
room,
doing in
sorry,
here?
Xavier? Okay.
I advance further into the room.
He's walking further than he is. What kind of cheeky bastard do you think you are? How dare you walk in my room?
Sorry, my daughter distracted. So what do we got going on in here?
You think you can walk into my house and ask me what's going on? You're the one that should be asking. I'm not being able to say that with a straight face. You explain yourself. You're the one breaking into my place.
I lean against the door, the closed door, and I just say, sounds like you're a couple of wanted criminals to me, from what we've been told.
Oh no, you've been sent here over that.
Over what?
You know, if you have to ask me, then I don't think you might be on the level.
Do you not realize how this works?
I realize that you haven't got a warrant.
Yeah, we're of the don't need a warrant kind.
Then any arrest you make in here is purely illegal.
I look back at
Who said we
Amon.
were arresting? Who said we were arresting?
I'll say that on Twitch. Well, if you aren't arresting us, what are you here for then?
This is so cheesy.
Right.
I approach one of the guys. Is Amon doing anything?
I guess I'll start closing in on the one that you're not approaching.
Do kiss us.
Yeah, something like that. I'm waiting to see if you make a move because I always make the first move between us two.
True. I just want. I just. Part of me wants to know more about what they did, but I can't figure out how to ask. So, here we go. So, what did you two do that warrants someone asking people like us to come find you?
Who are you working for exactly?
I think we're the ones asking the questions here.
I have
Activate
the
Dom.
right to silence, and I will exercise my right.
I will also activate don't.
You mean don't?
Yeah.
Do you want to show me
If you
don't?
can have your funny accents, I can have mine.
Show me don't.
Oh, that's not the right button. Hold on.
You made a funny noise too.
I know, you said you needed a noise for show me this. I mean, I assume they stood up, but they're still like at the couch, right?
Yeah.
When I ask that, I would probably, or I would put my boot up on the coffee table or whatever kind of, if there's a table in front of the couch. I don't know
I
how
think
to
he is trying to kiss
intimidate.
us.
I don't know how to intimidate these guys without breaking their shit.
I walk up behind one of them and try to subdue him, like put his arms behind his back.
I'll let you do that for free. That would be an automatic success. You could easily overpower
comply?
him. Yeah,
Okay.
I mean, it's such a surprise that he doesn't even have a chance to resist. The other guy looks over at this scene unfolding. He's like, Jesus Christ, don't you think this is a bit heavy-handed?
Well, I mean, if you want to answer questions, or else my friend over here might get a little bit rougher.
I mean, this is all over. I mean, all he did is got a couple of parking tickets out, and I've just got a library book fine. And you're going to break our legs over that? Hell,
Have I broken legs yet? Amon, this is becoming too much like a shitty porn. Let's just get this over with. I spin my guy around and I go to feed on him.
Okay,
I immediately
Predator
grab
roll
the
for me,
other guy
please.
and feed on him.
Say again.
Do the Predator roll for me, please, Xavier. You can reroll one of those.
Xavier lacked penetration with that roll.
Every time I go to a feed scene, it fucking sucks. Yeah.
No,
I'm
trust
not
me, I know.
going to waste. Nope.
I'm not looking forward to what I'm about to roll either.
Okay. As you try to spin the mortal round, you fumble, and he gets released from your grip. and falls flat on his ass onto the floor. Armand, please do your predator roll. Oh, that's a shame. That's a success.
Oh, thank God. Yeah, you didn't say difficulty, so I was starting to get worried.
That's fine. You sink your fangs straight into the man's flesh, right onto one of the veins, and begin feeding. You may slake up to 2 hunger, if you so wish.
I actually got really lucky with all my rouse checks tonight, so I don't even need 2 hunger.
What are you going to do about the man who fell on his bum who's watching this?
I'm gonna pick him up and feed on him.
Yeah, all right.
Probably
Do your
pick him
feeding
up
roll
one
again,
turn.
please. I'm going to increase difficulty this time to 3.
5-second rule.
Oh,
Wonderful.
There we go.
You successfully managed to subdue your living burger, sinking your fangs into his flesh and feasting upon his vitae. You may slake up to 2 hunger.
That's helpful.
Meanwhile,
I assume we place them back on the couch to watch TV and
yeah,
I also, before we change scenes, I text back Daniel and I say, they're where you told me they are, but next time, don't make me your meter maid.
meanwhile, across the city, in the John Radcliffe Hospital, Isaac is inside the intensive care unit. Kind of like a child in a candy shop, really. A nurse is making her rounds through each patient. Some are unconscious, others are asleep, and some are still lucid. At the back centre is the nurse station, with a doctor and several nurses doing paper. Corona. I need to smoke more. What are you doing then, Isaac?
Yes, Isaac would say to the nurse he'd be standing by one of the beds. Yes, this is her. Thank you very much. I'm so glad to be able to see her. I hope she wakes up one day.
Who are you?
I'm her brother. It's been years. She's been in a coma like this for so long.
Charisma, persuasion, difficulty 2.
All right.
Isaac makes social conflicts look so easy.
Helps
this
if the
is
other
part
person
of the
can
story,
talk.
though.
Oh, phew.
Oh, okay. I guess I've never seen you here before, and it's very unusual that someone said in the intensive care unit, but I suppose it's nice that they have a visitor.
Yes, I'm from out of the area. I came in when I was here just to visit, to say hi.
You're not expecting them to talk back, are you?
Well, no, but I believe if I'm just here and I sit with them for some time and talk with them, maybe it'll make them feel better.
Oh, you're one of those. Okay. Well, I've got to carry on with my rounds. You, don't take too long.
All right, I'll just say a few words, keep her company for a little bit, and then I'll head on out.
If you have any problems, I mean, as you can see, it's open curtain policy. We're just over there.
Very well, thank you very much. Isaac would give a polite nod to the nurse, thanking her.
Nurse just walks off.
I think Isaac would look around, and if it looks fairly clear, I think he'd he'd lean in a little closer, and first he'd start talking, mostly just saying nonsense stuff. The weather's been okay recently. It's been rainy now and then, and he just keeps inching in closer and closer. And then when he gets close enough, he acts like he's whispering, and then he'll go in for a bite.
You're going to go in for the bite?
Is the room filled with people watching, or is it? Or do you want me to roll for?
Do a wits and awareness difficulty 2,
Sure.
please, first. Since the unseen won't help you here, I'm afraid. No mud.
Nope.
Okay, you look around and despite how busy it is, you could probably get away with a bite.
Okay. In that case, Isaac would try to.
I say bite.
he-
Extract. You know what I mean.
Yes. I'm not a Nagaraja. Do you want me to roll my feed roll then?
Please. Difficulty 3. Would you like to succeed at cost?
Yes.
Excellent. You successfully managed to weave yourself in, place your apparatus upon the catatonic corpse, and begin to extract precious vitae. Unfortunately, as you're doing this, one of the doctors behind the centre unit catches sight of what you're doing, walks over to you, and is like, "What the fuck do you think you're doing? You can't do that. How dare you? You take that off now." I mean, what even are you doing? You can't bring that sort of equipment in here. Did you steal that from us?
What are you talking about, Doctor? This is mine. I didn't steal
Why
anything.
the
I'm not
bloody hell do you have such equipment then? Are you some kind of pervert?
No. My sister always told me how important it was for her to donate blood.
Can't
I
do
just-
that while
I just
she's
wanted-
unconscious. Simple.
For 40 years, she's never missed a blood drive. She can't start now.
Charisma and persuasion at difficulty 3, please.
Okay.
And I will remind you, you have not been able to feed yet.
Oops, I clicked the wrong. Nope. It's about to get bloody.
Check my old sheet.
We're all gonna get a stain.
You are going to be suffering from the harm compulsion. Any action you perform that is not immediately resulting from someone or something getting harmed is at a 2 dice penalty. This compulsion ends when you have incapacitated, destroyed, or driven away a target. You take that fucking shit out. You get out of this wing. You get out of this hospital, and you never come back.
Very well, good doctor. I'll be on my way. And Isaac would pack his things up, and he would start heading out. And
Willpower check, please.
all right.
Difficulty 3 with a -2 modifier.
All right.
You are unable to bring yourself to leave. This doctor has really pissed you off. He has questioned you, and all you want to do is just take a little bit of blood and feed. That's all you want. You will do harm to this doctor.
Very well, good doctor. And Isaac would stand up, seeing as as you can't allow me to do what must be done, I'm going to just talk to you about this. And Isaac's going to start stepping closer. And then
I'm not interested in a conversation with you.
I'm quite frustrated. Look, and then he's gonna point over, and then as soon as the doctor just looks at where he's pointing, Isaac's gonna lunge at him and just try to feed. What kind of roll do you want me to roll for that kind of feeding?
Strength
and ball.
Difficulty 2, please.
Everybody remember Isaac's victims scream when he feeds on them, so this is going to be interesting.
Isaac dives onto the doctor, sinking his fangs straight into the doctor's flesh. The doctor lets out a high-pitched, blood-curdling scream, filling the room with noise, probably the entire ward, if not wing, of the hospital.
Mm-hmm. And Isaac's going to drink as deeply as he can, and then he's going to try to flee.
I will let you slake 2 hunger.
Okay. Would you like me to roll to stop feeding? Or keep
No.
feeding? Okay.
No, I think you're good. I think we covered that with the first one.
Alrighty.
But I would like you to make a dexterity and athletics check at difficulty 3, please.
Ooh, okay. Actually, automatic failure. I'll tell you that right now. I'll go ahead.
Oh, okay.
I only have 2 dice, so.
Okay. You're going to be able to get out of the hospital. Unfortunately, you will have been seen. There will be a very vivid description of you on the cameras and circulating around.
I guess Isaac would probably be either heading at this point, taking his things, and now that he's gotten away, even though he's on camera, he'd probably be heading back to either the his haven or the bar or something, and he'd be muttering to himself, "Damned hospitals these days! Everyone's always watching and moving about, and you can never get a moment of peace and quiet. It's terrible."
Meanwhile, across the city once more, in the Coterie's haven, Armand, Xavier, and Cedra are sat together downstairs in the office, discussing the night ahead of them and their plan.
And then, Cedra, we walk into this fucking place, and these 2 guys are sitting there watching a fucking comedy show. I can't feed with him. It's just fucked up every time.
So what'd they do?
Stood up and made everything real fucking awkward.
So what was their crime?
Amon sitting there rubbing the bridge of his mask because he's got the mask on, and he's just they had parking tickets and a book, an overdue book.
Xavier, I need your help. I got some really squirrely guys I'm gonna have to take down.
Squirrely.
I mean, I don't blame him on the shitty contact. I blame.
I appreciate that.
It's okay. We all have them.
Well, at least we
Where's
got the
that?
info out of him and didn't just straight up start punching.
I would have preferred that.
I mean, same, but those guys didn't deserve punching. Those guys didn't even deserve our time.
Yeah, but I don't know, maybe I shouldn't. It just feels a little weird just being like, surprise, penis, and just jumping on a guy, like... I don't know.
You go to some interesting parties.
You've been there with me.
He's right, you know.
Okay.
Where's Isaac at?
Isaac would kind of storm in through the bar. His suit's a little disheveled, and he'd just head straight down to the office in the basement. I'm assuming that's where you guys are at.
Mm-hmm.
That's where we always hang out now. Much safer.
Yeah, Isaac would storm into the downstairs area, looking a bit more flustered than usual, and then he'd say, "Did you know that hospitals these days, there's people everywhere, and they don't even give you the time to have any privacy? It's..." He just starts mumbling.
Isaac, what happened?
I was hungry.
Do I want to know? Oh, yep, that makes
You were-
sense.
You didn't.
Oh God.
I
Did
got
anybody
away.
see you?
Didn't I?
Did anybody see you?
No, there were surprisingly few security guards. I didn't see anyone chasing me.
What about the security cameras?
What security cameras? They
It's a
have those in hospitals these days.
Oh boy.
Well, there's your answer.
You guys are making me hungry.
Good.
Who was it that Pandora told that we need to come there? Does everybody know that, or
Oh,
does only one person? Okay.
Oh well, I mean,
Well,
she told me to tell everyone else, so I would have just told everyone else.
We would have known. Yeah.
Well, I mean, we're going to Elysium later. You can always grab a drink there.
Did you just say Policium?
Did I say Elysium?
I'm pretty sure you
No
said
one
Policium.
is allowed to correct anyone for saying things weird tonight.
She's right, you know.
Yeah, that's fair.
It's what happens when you combine Pandora and Elysium. Elysium,
Elysium.
where they send you to go kick in doors of people with overdue books.
Why are we going to talk to her again? Is she going to explain why she removed everybody else from our coterie after thrusting them upon us? Well, never mind. We found one. Maybe she'll apologize. Nope, not happening. Never mind.
I mean, she kind of apologized to me last week, as close as you're going to get to an apology from Pandora.
She just wants to have sex with you. That's a...
But
Well,
she
okay.
doesn't work anywheres.
Yeah, but you know
I
Pandora.
mean, Kindred.
Have you met Pandora?
It's
She's a
funny
walking
because
Ron
she
Jeremy
was
film.
Pandora.
Pandora always seems kind and respectful. At least
And
as far
horny.
as Kindred go.
Objectively horny. She was into me until I joined the Ivory Tower.
She only likes me because I can dance.
Okay.
That's why a lot of people like you.
Nah, it's usually the magic tricks.
That too. And the Frogurt. That's just the worst thing.
Herbert's cursed. Well, let's go. Let's get this shit over
Sprinkles
with.
curse too. Okay.
Anything you wish to discuss on the car journey? Radio stations?
Hey,
Did we
so
already agree on what's playing?
Yeah, it was that song that Tina sent the other day, but I can't remember what it is.
dance like a ninja.
Yeah, I
That's
don't know how to parody that name.
We didn't get to talk about this too much because, foaming at the mouth and everything like that. But I kind of mentioned this to Isaac the other night when we talked, and I pull up my sleeve. I really don't know what the fuck this is. And I'm real worried to go show
Eye
Laura
of Horus, right?
What? Yeah, it's the Eye of Horus. It's a scarring, though. It's not a tattoo.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Mark of Lilith was a tattoo. It has since turned into a scarring of the Eye of Horus. You know, everybody knows what scarring is, right?
Amon looks at it and just goes, "Man, you need a better laser removal place."
I don't think.
Did I know about the tattoo? I don't know.
Yeah.
You just woke up one morning and your body was just had a scarification in the shape of the Eye of Horus.
Yes. Pay attention.
Around the same time we start talking to the ministry, and a supposed mummy is supposed to be rising from the dead.
No. Unless it was like a foreshadowing, but no. All right, so back it up a little bit. I took some grave dirt, Isaac, from a Zemitzi.
Oh.
Hence why I started having dreams. And I got... Lorvan said the Mark of Lilith came from that. I'm suspect. But no, some time ago it started to change. The only reason I showed you all now is because it's more prominent, and I don't think it's going to become anything different.
For now.
So sure, yeah. So okay, maybe foreshadowing. I don't know. We live pretty fucking weird lives these days. So, I mean, you people. I just say you people worship a book about a biblical character. So.
Well, I remember we were discussing it, and I was under the impression it was a tattoo. But now that you say it, it's in fact a scarification, and you stole grave dirt from a Sesmisi. I assume it's...
I gave it back.
Oh, well, that's something. But,
yeah, I stopped having nightmares.
I thought maybe they would be connected, but if you stopped having the nightmares when you returned the dirt, perhaps that's all the malice that the Sesmisi caused you. It might not be related. And I think it would be worth looking into, though.
I would like to avoid going to Lorvan. He's the one I asked for, but I feel like he knows enough about me now. I don't need to tell him anything else. He actually owes me.
Didn't you ask him, though, because Pandora wasn't around?
That, and he's a little bit more knowledgeable. I don't tell her I said this, but Pandora seems less of the book nerd.
Mm-hmm. Well,
I
know I'm probably the least likely to know anything about all this, but Cedra does have a good point that the Egyptology, the Egypt symbolism, words are hard, is kind of coincidental, a little too coincidental. I know you started getting it a while ago, but now that it's prominent, now that we're closer to having all this stuff around.
I mean, you're speaking to the choir here. I showed Cedra on the way to meet that guy the second time we were supposed to meet him because it seemed way too coincidental. I mean, in our haven, when he was talking about the Eye of Horus, I'm stood there like,
You just sounded like dismissive about the idea a second ago, so I just wanted to make sure you weren't just throwing it out.
I sound dismissive about a lot of shit, sorry.
True.
Yes, if only the Egyptologist was still around. If anyone could shed light on it, I imagine he could.
Maybe our ministry contact will know.
Oh, yes.
I need to ask.
You gotta give me time, Shiver.
That's a fantastic idea, Xavier. we should reach out to that contact and get information about your scarification.
Yeah, no. Don't lead with that, please. Don't lead with that. I mean, get to know the lady. Well. Jesus Christ, you're gonna go meet somebody random and immediately throw my whole life in there. Please don't.
I'm sorry. I wouldn't introduce myself with discussions of scarification.
I don't know anymore.
He's like the kind that meets a doctor and says, "Hey, will you look at this rash?"
Yeah, exactly.
The car journey carries on, with Isaac quizzically looking around saying, "I don't have a rash." They park up near Elysium, get out of the car, and wander down. A generic-looking man, so generic in appearance, he's practically faceless, relieves them of their weaponry. They head into the secret door, down the iron staircase, and find Elysium modestly filled. Lorvan sits at a table in the shadows, quietly watching over those in attendance. A couple of Nosferatu are sat together at a table talking, though the Coterie know not who they are, and Black Rose is standing at Pandora's table, talking to her while Pandora looks bored. As Pandora notices the Coterie walking in, she shoos Black Rose away with the words, "Fuck off now."
I can't do the high-pitched Simpsons laugh.
So we walk up to the table. I walk up to Pandora and say, "May we join you?"
Cedra, as always, it is a pleasure to see you. Would you care to sit?
Thank you. And
I lean over to Mom. They fucked.
Drink? Anyone?
I would love that. Thank you.
Go ahead, Isaac.
Isaac would sit down. Thank you, Pandora, and yes, please, I would love a drink. Much appreciated.
Yeah, I'll take one.
I'm good, but thank you.
She looks to the side, and she just puts up 4 fingers, points to the desk. Someone behind the bar shuffles over a silver tray and places a glass in front of each of you. You may say one hunger, by the way. There's a rumour going around. The Ivory Tower may soon choose a seneschal on the prince's behalf, since she has taken so long in choosing one herself. I guess we all have someone above us, a fact the prince hates to be reminded of. Can't imagine who let that rumour get out. And how are you?
Doesn't seem like the Venturer are too fond of her anyway, so I doubt that that's going to happen.
You'd be surprised. She is Ventrue herself.
True.
So who's it going to be?
It's entirely up to the tower itself. The tower, or the prince, she still has time to decide. She is still the prince.
Who do you think it's going to be?
At this point, it's very difficult to say. I wouldn't be surprised if it was someone completely new.
Do you want to be the seneschal?
No.
That's good.
I hate
to kill you later on.
I'd love to see you try, Xavier.
Yeah, that's what he said when, yeah. You know what happened.
I just remembered something and now I'm excited.
And what have you,
no matter of life and death, only just counts.
Do you have any news?
What did we do last week?
Not something she needs to know about.
Oh, yeah. Definitely not.
Did we tell Pandora about the abomination?
We did
No, we did not.
Yeah,
So,
because that was last week and we haven't talked to her yet.
so we have a theory on what the river might be.
Oh, do tell.
You're going to laugh.
I would love to enjoy a laugh.
I would love to see you laugh.
It might
Maybe
be an
if you drop your
abomination.
trousers, Xavier, it will happen.
Laugh. Got a point.
We think maybe it might be an abomination.
Well, I don't know. I hear you're a serial killer.
Callback humor.
An abomination?
Cereal.
Those things are extremely rare.
It checks off all
Supposedly.
the boxes, though.
I suppose it does. But there have only been 5 recorded in existence.
So he's either one of the 5 or he's a 6.
He must be a 6. The other 5 went nuts almost instantly. What led you to this conclusion?
I was doing
well,
some reading.
Interesting.
It came up in my studies. Compared to all the evidence we have, it fit.
It certainly does fit. But where would one have come from? What on earth would it want? Why would it be choosing certain members, shall we say, and not others?
That part I don't know.
I have my theory, but it's not something I can discuss in open public.
Interesting. Be careful in your pursuit of this. Those creatures are beyond even a lupine's ability.
Yeah, I understand that. We barely got a glimpse of it, but we've seen it in person.
You've seen it in person and lived to survive.
Yeah, it grabbed somebody we were with and took off. It wasn't really
Interesting.
after us. Yeah, that's what I thought. Especially considering its common targets it likes. And as far as I know, that person wasn't one.
Intriguing. But as far
if
as
we
I
can
understand
assume
it, 3 of you are.
I know.
That's the point.
Interesting.
I mean, it's not the point to get him killed. It's the point to try to lure him out before that we get confused there. Also, I mean, I'm not just trying to assume, but as to who would have done this, based on what's going on right now, most signs point to Tremere.
The Tremere wouldn't be able to hold back an abomination. They can barely hold back their own magic these days.
I don't really think anything's holding it back.
Well, something clearly is, because you're standing here. Or should I say sitting here.
True.
Not everyone in the entire city has been mauled to death. And this thing certainly could do that.
Well, in all fairness, if this thing has a brain, it probably just left us to die to the werewolves anyways.
Which we almost did.
Exactly.
An amusing story. I'd love to hear more about it sometime.
Yes,
I'd rather not
we
relive
fought 2 werewolves when we tried to run from the abomination. And, well, my guts were falling out after the fight, but I
Go on.
survived.
I'm thrilled.
He's made a
Your
stretch.
Tremere or your Toreador showing.
As much as I would
Yes, it was-
love to while away the hours with you here, Cedra, I'm afraid there are important matters to discuss. Did you hear about the explosion in the Tremere domain? You wouldn't happen to know anything about that, would you?
An explosion?
You're not Cedra, Armand.
My apologies.
I'm letting him speak more.
You have my
also-
sympathies.
Yeah. We often get confused, so just have it.
So tell
Well-
us more about this explosion.
Well, I'm certain it was not a gas explosion. My connections within the tower were quick to get that story out. Whoever it is that is responsible for the explosion brought a smile to my face, though. It's always fun seeing the Tremere scrambling around in response to something rather than causing it. Anyway. Yes,
well,
Cedra?
was this an Anarch explosion or a Camarilla Tremere explosion?
Well, it's funny you ask that. There was evidence located that seemed to link the explosion to the Absissimus. However, the Tremere have had their haven closely monitored, and there hasn't even been any sight of them leaving their little lab, so the evidence placed is highly suspicious. As far as the tower is concerned, the Church of Set or the Ministry are currently the suspects of this. That's not something you need to concern yourselves with anyway. We have others that are investigating this. Anyway, what does relate to you, Cedra, is that outside of the city limits, the Church of Set are currently occupying a warehouse. The Scourge came across it. There is a fairly large number of serpents there, and we don't know what they're doing. I suggest making use of a quiet entry, finding any information you can, and getting out. If you're able to, disable the operation, but I don't want you to put yourselves at risk. Especially you, Cedra. But dealing them a blow at this early juncture in their endeavour would surely be a big win, and give them pause for thought.
So we need to go be a fly on the wall.
As best you can with serpents there.
Okay, maybe a bad metaphor, but
If you're able to shut the information down, please do.
now going out of the city limits, will we have protection?
The Scourge has been instructed to give the area a wide berth for the night. You will not have to worry about outside interference. The kind security in the area has been shut down for regular maintenance work. You won't have to worry about security or video. The drawback to that, however, is that the serpents may have noticed this change and may be on alert for intruders. Another reason I suggest using the shadows to your advantage.
I shoot a quick eye over at Isaac.
I would give a smile to Xavier. This-
Surely this is something we can do.
I appreciate the relaxed fit.
Good. Now please, take your leave
We
with
know.
me. The rest of you fuck off. Xavier? A moment with you if you don't mind. Alone.
Great.
Sage will take her
Isaac-
glass to the bar.
Isaac
I just
would
go in cowboy
respectfully
stance
nod.
next to. Sorry, go ahead, Isaac.
Isaac would give a respectful nod and take his glass up to the bar as well.
I just go cowboy pose next to Cedra at the bar.
I want to make this clear, by the way, because I know everybody probably drank their blood and got their blood point. I have not drank my glass of blood yet.
Congratulations.
There's a reason for
Cedra-
that, but okay.
Cedra is of some importance to me. You will make sure she comes back unscathed. In fact, Pandora flits her eyes around Elysium, making sure they aren't being watched too closely. When you get to the warehouse, you will enter first on your own, making sure Cedra is safe to enter. And she is going to cast a Submerge Directive. Would you like
That's a
to
new
resist?
thing that I haven't heard of.
No,
Show me
because
Submerge Directive.
yeah,
Yeah.
You want to see Submerge Directive?
Yeah,
Yep.
because it sounds neat. I have a feeling I know what it is, but
no. She probably wouldn't even really have to do this, but no, I would not because. Can I question, even though if I agree with it or I'm mesmerized? Can I can I ask not question the motive, but question?
Ask a question.
Yeah, like it's not
that's
really-
cool. I didn't know that there were storyteller only abilities. That's cool.
It's not storyteller only.
Oh,
No.
well, it mentioned storyteller stuff in there.
The
I can make
storytelling
Rose a
is-
secret.
Hmm.
Yeah, that's not a problem.
Gotcha.
I worry she may have other ideas. She does lead us, you know.
Then it is up to you to ensure that your instructions are fulfilled.
I understand.
Good
Do
boy.
I know that she did that or no?
No.
I stand up, push my chair in, I leave the glass of blood on the table and walk away.
Okay.
Story reason for that. I saw that look, Nacho.
So you've been given the address outside of Cowley, south of the car plant. Just so you know.
I'm sorry, can you repeat that?
The address that you've been given
Sorry.
is outside Cowley, south of car plant.
Still don't understand the words.
Outside of a car plant, it sounds like.
What would you like to do?
Well, I suppose we should head to the address given, and perhaps Xavier and Amon should take point on this. They are the stealthiest.
Are you discussing this in Elysium, or do you want to discuss this in a car?
In the car.
Uh,
Because they would have left
Yeah.
before I even got up from the table.
No, we were waiting at the bar for you to finish. But then we all would have. You leave, we leave.
We all would have fucked off.
So yeah, I agree. Amon and Xavier are the stealthiest, although I have a little bit of it in me.
You sure
Yeah,
do.
you
but I
can
think
do
that's a
the-
really good idea.
Yeah. I still need to get that freaking the thing where you can't make noise. I
While
want
he's
that.
talking, you hear me rustling, and I pull my shoulder out. Go ahead.
It's a
I
fan.
forgot about that. I always forget we have that.
I got you, Shiver. One superficial. She branded me.
Ah!
Isaac?
oh no,
I'll
no,
mark it
I'm
now.
quite all right. I'll just I'll stay with you, and when they tell us the coast is clear,
Are
don't
you
want
still
me
that
staying.
damaged?
I'll be fine. You can never trust these occult artifacts. There's usually a price to pay.
Yeah, the price is
Yeah,
it hurts.
superficial damage.
It hurts you.
Yeah.
Amon, I'll wait till
Oh.
you're not driving.
Yeah, I already marked it on my sheet. Out of character.
Quite hilarious though, Isaac. We go toe to toe with a werewolf, but a hot piece of metal, man. Nope.
Well, I mean, Cedra heats up the brand and presses it into her own skin and then hands the brand to Isaac.
Oh, I suppose I could hold on to this.
Mentally, she says, thanks. Don't lose it and I get it back.
Isaac would say, very well. He'd put it in his jacket pocket, the interior one. A little bit of smoke comes out.
Yeah. Out of character, I would totally, as soon as I can talk to Isaac mentally, I would just message him and go, oh, so this is what it's like up here.
Amon,
Yeah.
I know we're gonna be quiet, but if shit goes sideways, don't be afraid to let loose.
Okay. Good to know.
Well, I mean, you heard Pandora. Sounds like we're pretty free and clear to engage if needed. I would prefer not to.
Yeah, she didn't tell us numbers or anything. I also prefer not to.
Oh, I'll keep that in mind. Hopefully, they will be reasonable.
Hey, Isaac,
Yes, Xavier.
do me a favor though. When we get there, do that thing you and the doctor can do, and just kind of keep an eye out for anything that we can't see.
Very well, I'll give it a shot.
If you don't mind. Especially dealing with a cult type, it seems like they possibly would utilize sigils and all that other fancy shit the doctor does.
Certainly, that would make a lot of sense.
And this way, I mean, Isaac is now our switchboard operator. Gives him something to do.
Hey, he actually knows what that is.
Well, I mean, once the coast is clear, I'll certainly be joining you. I don't want to be left in the car.
Right.
I
Yeah.
think
Nobody wants to leave out.
didn't they recently pass some laws against leaving the elderly or young in a vehicle unattended? I wouldn't want to have to turn you into the police.
Don't worry, Isaac. I'd leave the AC on for you.
Window crack.
Well, either way, I'll be coming as soon as the coast is clear.
Mm-hmm.
I won't abandon my coterie.
Anything else you wish to discuss? Or would you like to arrive suitably away from the warehouse?
Probably suitably away.
It doesn't have to be suitably, you can wear whatever you'd like.
In my head, Amon looks damn fine in a suit, thank you.
Yeah, that mask really goes well with it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You wore a suit for the Christmas party, right?
Mm-hmm.
I made the joke back then as well.
God,
Coterie,
I wish I could have found. God.
I'm not Englishing well at all. The Coterie arrive a small way away from the warehouse itself, as not to attract the attention of those inside the warehouse. They can see the dim lights of the warehouse itself from where they park. It seems to be the only place operating at this time of night. The only other source of light in the night are the yellow sodium streetlights.
Why is Shiver looking so proud of himself?
Someone changed their camera angle all of a sudden and I wasn't expecting that.
Putting Riker have screen time. So how far away are we from this building?
Yeah, a small way away. You're not right outside the building, but
Okay.
you're far away enough to be able to see it, but not attract attention to yourselves.
All right, let's do this. I open my door.
I follow.
Hey, Isaac, can I see that brand for one more second?
Oh, sure, Cedra. Isaac would pull it out of his jacket pocket. Here you go, Cedra. And he'd hand it to you.
Amon?
Yeah.
Brand?
Oh, right. Yeah, I get branded.
She lights it up, puts it into his skin, and hands it back to Isaac.
Isaac would take it, but he'd wait a moment for it to cool before he puts it back in his jacket pocket.
Does anybody smell burnt cotton?
That's just me. I made a little mistake.
All right. So as Xavier and Amon are heading away from the car. So what's the initial plan?
Real quick though, when I get out of the car, where Isaac and I are standing next to each other, I start to chamber each of my guns. So I actually put a bolt in the chamber. I'm putting them up, and then I cast Death Silence.
Silence of Death.
That one too. Give me a
Death
show, dude.
Silence would be a cool metal band name.
Plan. Go that way. It's hard to plan about a place we don't know about.
And as we're approaching the warehouse, I'm gonna look out for cameras.
When I see you
Yeah.
looking around, I'm gonna tap you.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
I'll
you're
tell you
wasting
what.
your time unless you press Pandora.
Do a wits and awareness difficulty 3 for me though instead, please.
Okay. Awareness.
Mhm.
I'm gonna have to roll 5 successes.
Never mind. Carry on.
Nah, just go with it. I'll just respond to Xavier. I'm not really. I know that I'm not worried about security. I'm worried about if the people in there that we don't want them to know we're here might be keeping an eye on it rather than security.
That's a good point. I look up and look around.
At that point, Armon hears a voice from behind him that says, "It's a little bit too late for that."
Okay. I immediately spin around and put my hands up in a fighting pose. But I just
Would
like
all
to
of us
see
have
who
heard
it
this?
is.
Yeah, probably.
Oh,
You're all
I'll take my
together
sword out.
still. As you turn around, you are greeted by the sight of 2 Setite guards. The ugly 2.
Nosferatu ugly or just ugly?
Well, I mean, levels of ugliness. There's me, Nosferatu, and then these guys.
Ah.
Mentally,
like an
Cedra
A is-
says to Isaac, we need to take these guys out before they can tell anyone.
Oh.
Wait,
Yeah,
do we
I'm not
see
gonna
them?
ruin that with the joke. You
Wait,
heard
are
him.
you with them, Cedra? Or are
We're
you
still
with
right at the car.
you heard
We're
them.
all- yeah, we're
You're
all
not with
together.
us.
Yeah, they were like right outside the car.
In that case, Isaac would get out of the car. Excuse me, gentlemen. How can we help you this evening?
By going away.
How many were there? Just two?
Just the two.
And we know
as
their
soon as
ministry,
you-
right?
Temple of Set.
We know they're bad guys, right?
You know they're bad guys. Not that you're any better.
Yeah.
He's right.
I don't understand why you're being so cold with us. We haven't done anything to you.
Okay, he is going to punch
Cedra
you.
stabs the one closest to her.
Yep. I was waiting for somebody to start. I was going to be it, but I was letting Isaac finish.
I'm trying to be a little bit quiet here.
Cedra, stabby stabby. Less talky, more stabby.
That's
Oh,
talking more
okay.
step.
Strength, melee. And he is going to try and dodge. If I can get the right thing.
Ooh.
That many dice, and I only rolled. I'm re-rolling.
And it was your blood dice.
Yeah. There you go.
Sticking with it?
She
Yep.
has to.
What's a
I have
2
to.
versus a 2?
Oh yeah, of course you do. So
Yeah,
that'll
that's
be
true.
show me the damage of what's the regular damage of your sword? Is it +2?
Oh. I think it's
Probably
plus
because
3.
no. Yeah, it's +3 because my sword's +3 as well. And I assume looks like
Yes, 3.
So that's
Plus 3. I do not have my modifier on it.
Okay. So you plunge your sword straight into the ministry guard's side, or Setite guard's side. He just looks at you, a little bit more angry. However, you do manage to do 3 superficial damage to him. Armon.
I was about to say, okay, I forgot turn order. Good thing I'm next, because I was wanting to go next anyway. As soon as I see Cedra go for the one, I go for the other. With my sword.
Sword.
Okay, strength melee, please. Okay. In a blinding flurry of metal and dodging, like the Matrix, you manage to get on at least one hit, doing 3 superficial damage to the other guard. Xavier.
I roll my eyes and grumble a bit, and I'll cast Fleetness up to the one that Cedra's on and try to snap his neck.
Wait, what?
Fleetness to get up close and try to snap his neck.
You want to cast Fleetness first, then?
Yes.
Okay. Show me Fleetness.
Okay, hold on 1 second. Is that doing that noise because you say show me?
No, it's because I'm pressing the button.
Oh, okay.
Do a rouse check for me, please. Excellent. So you'll be able to engage him on the next turn round. Isaac.
Isaac would. The guy that Cedra punched or attacked with her dagger, that's the one Isaac's talking to, right? I think.
Yes.
Okay.
We'll say it
In
is
that
now.
case, in that case, Isaac will try to brawl with the guy and just grab him and hold him so that Cedra can keep stabbing him.
Strength. Brawl.
I love that Isaac tries so hard. Oh, damn. I was hoping I saw the 3 and I was hoping that was Isaac.
I don't need to reroll, it's fine.
You fail being able to grapple him. The guy just looks at you very strangely as if he has no idea what it was you were trying to do.
He's got a sword in
I've
his
got
side.
him,
Just
Cedra!
looks,
And the guy just like shoves me away.
Pretty much. He turns to Cedra, as she is the one who already stabbed him, and attempts to punch her straight in the face as hard as he can.
oh.
Oof.
Can I even dodge?
Yeah.
Right, the critical only doubles the success. It doesn't do
You
anything
wanna-
else. So yeah, you can.
Okay.
If you
can
want to
still
dodge,
counter
that's
however
going to
you
be
want.
athletics and dexterity.
No, I do not want to dodge. I want to stab him again.
Okay. Well, we'll get around to that on your next turn. Oh no, you can do the stabbing now.
No,
if
I
you
thought
like.
I could do that as my counter.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Stab him
yeah.
now.
Yeah.
I want to stab
Okay.
as I dodge.
Strength melee.
Oh!
Yes!
The rocky music starts playing.
You lunge forward, attempting to stab him. You manage to run him through with the edge of your blade. Unfortunately, at the same time, he does manage to get out of the way and snap his elbow on the back of your neck. You will take 3 superficial damage.
Ow.
However, the guard, as soon as he does this, stumbles backward, looking at his wound with so much blood dripping out of him. He drops to his knees and dies.
Hmm.
The body
Good, I thought he was going to start running.
shrivels up into a corpse, but stays on the street. His mate,
Cedric kicks him.
who was that Xavier or Armand on the other one?
I stabbed. Yeah, I stabbed
Okay.
the other one.
So that guy is going to do the same to Armand, clenching his fist, pulling it back in midair, and kind of girly punching Armand over his mask.
I'm also going to counter with my sword. Sword.
Strength melee.
Thanks. But I got a discipline, or I'm sorry, a specialty in swords now, so I get a +1.
As he messily lunges forward, trying his best to punch you in the face, you end up running him through with your wrist blade, impaling him through his side and doing 2 superficial damage to him as he reels back in pain.
+3 for the sword.
Oh! He stumbles backward, realizing that you did more damage in the first place than first he thought, collapsing
Sorry.
backwards onto the pavement, smashing his skull onto the asphalt, and shriveling up into a corpse.
Now, does it look like torpor corpse, or they weren't embraced long enough corpse?
What's the difference?
Or because if you're embraced
shrivel up
long
into
enough,
a
you just
skeleton.
turn-
How long have they been dead?
Yeah,
They
'cause
haven't
one
disappeared
turns to
into
ash.
dust. You have got 2 corpses.
Okay.
I
Yeah,
did
that's
say
why
you've
I
got
was-
2 corpses.
Okay. Well, torpor is kind of... Yeah, never mind. Sorry. Ignore me.
Alright. What's everyone else apart from Armand going to do?
Xavier is actually going to stand there and then be like, this is my chance to get away and get in there before Cedar decides to go. And so I will start taking off towards the warehouse.
Okay.
I see Xavier start running, and
I don't
I
run,
look
I
at...
just walk.
I see Xavier walking away, and I just point at Isaac and Cedra, and I point at the corpses and go, "Do you guys want to take care of this while I go finish helping him?"
Sure, Haman, we can take care of this. Cedra, should we put them in the trunk?
Just.
I was thinking, are there bushes over there?
Oh,
You guys are gonna
yes, I
leave him
suppose
alive?
that would work. No.
There are no bushes.
You're in the middle of an industrial estate. The last thing you're going to see there is any kind of nature.
Final death. Final death.
I
Good.
assume that we're out of the range for the Nosferatu cleaning crew?
Yes.
Final death.
Can I look around to see if there's any sort of like gravel pile or something I could hide a body in?
Wits and awareness, difficulty 3, please.
Okay.
You look around the industrial estate, finding it mostly bare, concrete, with, the odd, very thin tree here and there. As you're scanning around, you realise just out of sight is a manhole cover.
Cedra, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, there may be a manhole over there. We can just drop the bodies into the sewers.
Works for me.
Isaac would pick up one of the bodies and start carrying it towards the manhole.
Strength, difficulty 2, please.
Okay. Come on, Isaac.
How heavy are these dead bodies?
It's not that they're heavy, it's that it's Isaac.
Oh, I was going to
I
grab
get
the
it.
other.
Oh crap! I hit the wrong reroll. Ignore the second one. I'm gonna try to do a willpower reroll. And I can reroll 2 dice. I
Two.
think.
Yeah.
Oh, good.
There you
Two
go.
success.
Isaac strains himself, but is just about able to fit the torpid body over his back and throw him down the sewer. Cedra?
I follow him with the other body.
Automatic success for Cedra.
He's like struggling kind of. She just.
Look how nice we are. We're saving them for catching the sunrise.
And at this point,
Isaac's just like, sorry.
we'll take a quick break.
Oh, cool. I can tell you my joke then.
We'll be back in about 10-15 minutes. Welcome back. You join us as Tina, well, Xavier and Nitro. I don't know why I said Tina. Someone obviously put me off because they were talking over me when they shouldn't be. Don't know who was doing that,
Who
Nitro.
would do that?
Some cunt in a wheelchair.
Dude.
Xavier is walking off towards the warehouse. However, as he approaches it, he hears a very familiar voice. It sounds exactly like his wife.
Of course I do.
And it begins.
Mm-hmm. I stop exactly where I stand and look towards the sound.
The direction of the sound, because I know Sugar's gonna.
You can hear the sound coming from inside the warehouse.
Oh, fuck. I slowly approach. So I look. Does it have any type of visible cameras or alarm system around?
I mean,
Private.
yeah. Oh, private. No, I mean, no, that's all turned off. You don't have to worry about it.
That's what I thought, but Nitro made a good point that there might be a private thing.
Well, that's
I
fine.
approach the building. If I can already hear her from the outside, I get as close as I can and listen.
Okay. Da-da-da-da. You're enraptured, completely enraptured by the sound of your wife's voice.
Can we see them from where we're at?
No.
I'd say
For the
I'm
time
behind
being,
Xavier.
Xavier is
Yeah.
absent from the scene. No, you don't get to say, oh, by the way, I'm behind him all this time. Too late for that.
No, I already said I was. Way back. I said I was with him, but it's fine.
No, he didn't. He went off to listen to the voice and you said nothing.
Ah, I see. Gotcha. I mean, I'm still standing there after he walks out. Do I hear anything? I mean, I wouldn't be listening out for anything.
No.
But, okay. Since Xavier did that way, I'm gonna do the usual. I'm gonna go around the other side of the building as quietly as I can.
Okay. You'll notice that that door is closed, but there is a way in. Just currently sealed off.
Okay. Did Cedar and Isaac want to do something, or should I continue?
The only thing I would do is ask Isaac if he's heard from you guys yet.
Okay.
No, Sidra, they haven't contacted me yet. I suppose we can start walking towards them at a slow pace and wait for them to give us the go-ahead to proceed.
Before we go anywhere, why don't you take a look and see if you see anything we might miss?
So, I guess Sidra and I start the area that's a little further away from there. I'll take a look around with Sense the Unseen and see if I see anything.
Where are you looking?
I would imagine I'm just kind of doing a cursory glance around the area, primarily in the direction of the address we will be going that we're outside of.
Automatic success. You see nothing out of the ordinary.
Coast looks clear, Sidra. I don't really see anything. Perhaps when we get closer, I'll look again. There might be something.
And there's no coverage or trees or dumpsters or anything like that around.
No.
There's a car.
Yeah. Let's wait back here till we hear from.
The door that you said I saw, can I go up to it and try and listen to see if there's anything on the other side happening?
You'll hear movement.
Okay.
It's the best I got for you, really. I don't know how
I'll
else to
just
describe
message
it
back.
because, I mean, you're listening through a metal door.
Yeah.
It's hard to discern numbers or any details.
Well, yeah,
But you know that there's
that's
something
fine.
going on there.
Yeah, if I just wanted to, I wanted to make sure, like, if I heard something, I shouldn't just try and open the door immediately, because they might be right there on the other side. But if there wasn't something that I heard, I could try and unlock it and go in.
I mean, I think it would be fair to say that your brain inside of you is like, if I open that fucking door, it's going to make a noise, and they're going to notice that. So I probably shouldn't do that because I have got some common sense.
Yep. Well, that's what I was just pretty much explaining. I'll message Isaac and say that I found a door in. It sounds like they're on the other side of it, though, so I can't enter without causing a scene. I don't know what Xavier is up to. He went around the other side.
Isaac will reply back. Which side did you go around?
I tell him the side I went around because I don't.
Oh yeah, I'll just say the left side. That's.
Yeah.
Isaac would let everyone know. Amon went around the left side of the building, and he says he's found a door with people there. Perhaps we should go and rally up there.
What's Xavier say?
Xavier didn't say
You
anything.
can talk to Xavier too. Ask him.
Okay, Isaac would ask Xavier. Xavier, Amon has found some people by a door. Do you think it's a good idea for us to rally there? All of us to go?
You just hear this sort of white noise.
Well, what's he say?
Xavier didn't say anything. I think that's a good indicator that we should head on in.
Tell Amon that we can't get a hold of Xavier, and let's go the direction he went.
All right.
Xavier.
All right, Amon. Oh, we're going that way, not to Amon's direction. Okay, I'll tell them. Amon.
Yes, we need to check on Xavier.
We can't get a hold of Xavier. We're going to go look for him.
I'll go first, and then I'll let you know what's going on before you get here.
Oh, you want us to wait?
Just in case.
Very, very well. But if... Check back in 15 minutes, otherwise we'll assume you disappeared too and we'll have to come after you.
Please do.
Oh, it seems
I start
Amon
heading...
told us... Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Amon told us that he wants us to wait here. I told him if we don't hear from him in 15 minutes, we're going in anyway.
Let's make our way in that direction.
Meanwhile,
sounds good to me. I won't tell him.
Meanwhile, deeper inside the warehouse itself, Xavier is being questioned. What are you doing here? And I must remind you, you have to answer honestly. It's your wife after all.
Define honestly.
As in,
Like,
he
honestly,
can't hide the
honestly, or
truth.
Cedar honestly?
Actually honest. The actual truth.
I'm confused. I'm confused on what's going on
I know, you're
outside
meant
the
to
game.
be.
So I can't. Yeah, it's okay. So it's really hard for me to RP what the fuck's going on. So just to
Don't
make
worry.
that clear.
That's why I'm asking the questions of, what are you doing here?
Spying on you.
How many of you are there?
4.
You'll take me out of here and make sure that I'm safe.
Oh.
And then you'll go back.
Go back where?
You'll come back here.
Okay.
That's why you're such a good lover.
I do what she says.
Is this his wife?
After not seeing her for a while, that would have been an
Random
odd thing for her to say.
She also thinks
Really?
you're dead.
Would it?
Yeah. Yeah, this is...
Suspicious.
No, I know. My point is, do I need to play Xavier where he's answering truthfully, but then hear something like that, and in the back of his mind,
Right
he's
now,
thinking,
truthfully, honestly, as if it's your wife.
Okay. All right, I take her wherever the fuck she wants to go.
I
Cedra,
was
Armon,
already
and
headed
Isaac.
around the building. I was already headed around the building to that direction. because I started going that way as soon as I got off the mind phone with Isaac. Do I see this, or do I see him then leave?
This is deeper into the warehouse. As far as I'm
Right,
aware,
but
you
do
aren't
I see-
even inside the warehouse yet.
Okay.
I got siren.
Right. I know. When I make my way around that side, is the door, because there was an open door, right? That's
There's one open door.
Is it still open?
Yes.
Can I peek?
At what?
Just around the corner into the warehouse of the
Wits,
door.
awareness, difficulty 2, please. I'll reroll. Okay.
Why not? I haven't rerolled tonight.
Much better. Much better. You look inside
Why
the
can't
warehouse.
that happen more often?
Yeah, and it's just peeking in as well, right?
Mm-hmm.
You peek inside the warehouse and notice that it's particularly open-planned. You must have found a very good spot, as you're able to see that there are 5 guards inside. They're not armed. You notice various different crates, different varying sizes. Some longer, thinner, but not very tall. Others much larger, wider. And just at the corner of your eye, you see Xavier and a very elegantly dressed lady exit out of the back door.
I immediately phone Isaac and Cedra. I don't know why I blanked on
No,
your
I
name
just
for a
see
second. Right, but your group. There are the 5 guards and were the only people that I saw in there, other than Xavier and the lady leaving. Correct?
Mhm.
Okay. There are 5 guards, unarmed, inside. But the weirdest part is some lady and Xavier just went out the back door. I assume the door that I was just at, right? That back door?
Oh!
No, just
No, this will be somewhere else.
okay. Went out a door together. You're muted, Isaac.
Dope. Isaac would relay that information to Cedra, and then he would say to Amon, all right, Amon, we're on our way. And then Isaac would say to Cedra, all right, Cedra, let's go help Amon. He found those 5 guards and that woman with Xavier.
Let me see that brand.
Isaac would hand the brand to Cedra.
Xavier. Amon.
Quickly.
Yeah.
We still can't get a hold of Xavier. What's your situation? Are you safe?
Yeah, I'm safe. Like I said, I saw the 5 guards, but they haven't seen me yet, and they're all unarmed, so...
Do you need Isaac's help, or should we both go after Xavier?
I think Xavier's a more pressing matter at the moment.
Okay, thank you. She hands the brand back to Isaac.
We're straightforward. this way, then go.
We're going after Xavier.
But Cedra,
And
how can
Cedra
you go?
leads the way towards that door. Amon says he's safe.
Yes, but Amon saw Xavier lead through a door in the back of the room Amon is in. How can we help Xavier without first going there?
He's leaving the building,
Is he?
right?
Was like, did it look like he left the building? Because I would have relayed that. info. I assumed they were leaving the building, which is why I didn't say specifically.
You only caught a quick, fleeting glimpse.
Gotcha.
Okay, forget the last thing Isaac said now.
Oh,
So does Isaac.
Yes, I agree. We do need to help Xavier. Mon saw Xavier leave with go with a woman through a door in the room he's in that warehouse. So we need to go to that warehouse and through that door. Let's help Xavier.
Let's see if we can get in from that side.
You want to try and get in the way that Xavier's leaving?
Yes.
How?
We don't know. We gotta go to that side of the building.
Okay. Walk round to the side of the
very
building.
well.
And you find a far smaller, person-sized doorway.
I still think the easiest way would be to go through the door Xavier went through. That's the only sure way we know to go through the correct door. Otherwise, we're just guessing.
We'd have to defeat 5 guards on the way. Caesar goes up and listens at that door.
You can hear activity going on. Do wits and awareness difficulty 2, please, for me. That's fine, that's a success. In addition to hearing guards moving around, unloading boxes, you can also hear what seems to be a very stressed person just about make out things like help me, get them off me, things like that.
Do I recognize the voice?
No. I mean, you can barely hear it, to be exact.
Is there a window in this door?
No.
Isaac, there's someone in there that sounds like they need help.
Well, I mean, what's more important, helping that individual or helping Xavier? Whose life do you value more?
Xavier's, but he may be in there.
And if it's not Xavier, we walk in and we get stuck in a situation.
And that's why I'm asking you for advice.
Well, this is a big warehouse. The only person who's seen Xavier is Amon. I think the best way to find Xavier is to follow his tracks, go the way he went.
At least we know what's that way. Yeah, let's go join him on.
Very well. So Isaac would go with Cedra around to meet up with Amon.
While they are walking, Cedra uses Silence of Death.
Isaac would try to walk quietly. Trying.
Don't be suspicious. Don't be suspicious.
Hitting hitting every crunchy rock there is.
Yeah.
Every time.
Isaac would say mentally to Amon, Amon, Cedra and I are coming to you. Show us which door Xavier went through. We're going to follow his trail. and try to help him.
Okay. I would wait until they got to where I'm at, and I would go. I just quietly out loud, so I don't have to play telephone with Isaac. That I understand where you're going or coming from, but the only way I'm really going to be able to show you for sure is we're going to have to expose ourselves a little bit to look inside. I'm lucky no one spotted me, considering there's 5 guards in there.
There's no way we can take out 5 guards quietly.
Quietly, no.
And I think my usual techniques are not going to work here.
Nope.
Cedra takes a peek in the door.
Wits
to see if
and
she can see
awareness.
what's going on in there.
Difficulty 3, please.
Ooh. You can
What
re-roll
is
that
up with the Nazi
0.
criticals tonight?
You can re-roll the 0. If you want.
Oi.
Only if you want, though.
I'll take it.
Okay.
I'll take it.
Okay.
You gotta start combat somehow, right?
Right?
So you peek
It's a
in.
good thing I'm out.
Unfortunately, as you have spent so much time dancing around the warehouse, going into every single entrance, and then sticking your head round the side after Xavier has already informed them that they're there, you see nothing. And just as you peek your head, coming back round, you then notice 5 guards advancing on you with ill intent and malice upon their eye.
I kind of forgot about the fact that Xavier told. I mean, we didn't know, but I forgot that Xavier told him we were there.
She just yells really loud, "Fuck!"
How close are they?
Not quite melee range, but they're walking.
Okay.
They're walking with purpose.
Okie doke.
You could say they're walking like an Egyptian.
So are we outside the door and they're inside the door?
Yeah. I mean,
So they'll have to
door,
file through one of
warehouse
them.
shutter.
Right. That's what I
Oh,
figured
okay,
it
big
was.
door. Big door.
Yeah. I figured it was one of the big ones.
I bite my cheek.
immediately, as soon as
Rouse check for me,
let
please,
Cedra go
Cedra.
first. I'll let Cedra go first. Be the banner she is.
Okay.
That's it. That's all I have to do is bite my cheek.
Right.
Filling my mouth with blood.
Hot. I'm on.
As soon as she yells that, I immediately come around this into full view of the door, and I would like to use unerring aim and throw one of my daggers at a dude.
Dude. Okay.
Hey, dude. I just picked one.
First of all, show me unerring aim. I think that's a rouse check, surely.
Unerring aim.
Yeah.
It is.
Do a rouse check for me, please. Lovely.
What is it? Melee dexterity?
What are you throwing?
Dagger. My little throwing knife. Throwing knives. Not the silver dagger, the throwing knives.
Composure and firearms, please. That's a difficulty of
Firearms?
2. It's a ranged attack.
If that's not. I know, but before I've done melee, because it's a melee weapon.
Okay, well,
Not a gun.
tonight you're doing firearms.
Okay.
Question me one more time. Go on.
That's a
Go on.
firearm.
Question me again.
No,
I
that's fine.
dare you.
What'd you say, composure?
Composure and firearms.
This ain't gonna be good. Fuck me. Oh wait, hold on. It's a difficulty of 1. I can re-roll that
Difficulty of
1
2,
to see
isn't it?
if I can get.
No,
the
it is.
unerring
Yeah,
aim
making
makes
it
it a
difficulty
difficulty of
1.
1.
Yeah.
So I'm going to re-roll that 3 and hope I get a 1. Or I hope I get something, get a success. Oh, thank God.
Hey.
And
The
throwing
beast
knife
is not
gonna
what
be
we need right now. Throwing knife is +2.
2. You skillfully throw a knife round the corner, mustering as much composure and resolve within yourself as you can, and using your full skill and your vampiric ability, managing to hit one of them in the shoulder with your blade. Isaac.
I think Isaac would use toughness, and then he'd run in and try to hit somebody with this.
Show me
boxing.
toughness, please.
Yep.
Okay, do a rouse
do a
check for
rouse
me,
check.
please. Lovely. And
Right.
now it goes to the Setites, or ministry members. Who knows? Let's see. The one, the only, that Armon managed to hit in the shoulder with a knife advances
Somehow.
upon Armon and is going to take a very messy swing at Armon.
Can I counter?
You can counter or you can dodge. If you counter, that's your turn.
Well, isn't dodging also my turn? It was in the past.
Because if I let you counter, and then you have a turn, you're basically attacking twice.
No, that
Once
makes
for free.
sense. That's fine.
But if I let you
That's
dodge,
fine, yeah.
all you're doing is dodging.
Okay, well, I've been countering because in the past, dodging also took up my turn. So yeah, I'll dodge.
Okay.
Dexterity and athletics.
Yes. Please.
Ugh. Why not? There we go.
Much better. And that was just dodging, right?
Correct.
Okay. The man tries to throw several punches at you, but seeing them coming and being a bit disabled by having a knife stuck in his shoulder, you're able to skillfully dodge and duck and weave out of every single flying fist that comes towards you. The second one is going to advance towards Cedra and attempt to punch her square in the jaw as best he can. Ooh. Let's re-roll 3 of them.
I spit at him.
You can't.
I can't.
You can do that on your turn, but this is your defending. So you can either punch him.
Oh, so I can't counter
Or you
with
dodge.
that.
No. Counter can only be punching back, which will be
Okay,
your turn,
then I stab
or
him.
dodging. Okay. Are you sure?
Remember, stabbing is your turn, whereas dodging is not.
Well, the storyteller has said, "Are you sure?" So no, I guess I'll dodge.
Dexterity and athletics. Please.
This is why I
Really?
don't dodge. This is why I always
That's your
counter.
dexterity and your athletics? Damn.
I had
Yeah,
a
that's why
feeling.
I always
I had a
counter. I never
feeling.
dodge.
Yeah, I had a feeling. I'm sorry I encouraged that.
Sticking with it?
Yeah.
Okay. The disciple very clumsily tries to punch you. Unfortunately, he's not the best at punching, almost as bad at Isaac, but only manages to punch you once and deals you 1 superficial damage. The third guard walks up to Isaac, cracks his knuckles, and thinks he's got an easy target here. He clenches his fist, raises it into the air, and brings it crashing down upon Isaac's face. Oh, damn.
I'll counter with my boxing.
Brawl, strength. Oh, wow. Like a scene from Pacific Rim, the two juggernauts slug it out, punching each other as hard as they can. Isaac taking each and every single hit to the face like a true statue made of stone. Unfortunately, the disciple is slightly faster on the uptake, unable to get in a couple more hits over Isaac, who was unable to block them all, and Isaac takes 1 superficial damage.
Show him next time.
The other 2 are standing there, cheering on their mates. And we'll go back to Cedra.
I thought I'm undodged.
You went first, though.
Oh, I did go first. Okay. And I still have 1 on me?
Yes.
Now I spit at him.
Okay. Spitting was, you've done the rouse check. Strength, blood sorcery. And they defend with occult and stamina. Wonderful. Cedra, as the way only Cedra can, hocks a loogie.
Very
Straight
bloody loogie.
in the face of the ministry member, smacking him right in between the eyes. The vitae is so strong, it burns itself into his flesh and through his skull, forming a hole on the inside that the Coterie can see directly into. He gives a weird, drooled smile, falls backward, and smashes the remainder of his skull on the concrete floor in the warehouse, and dies.
Damn. Guys, my
I'm on.
fire's a badass. The guy that I'm in melee range of, I'm going to use lightning strike on him.
Show me lightning strike.
Bloop. It's essentially the same thing, but it's melee.
Ah! Right, okay. Do a rouse check for me, please.
Bloop.
Alright. Strength. Brawl.
Melee.
Brawl.
I'm sword. I'm using sword.
Oh! Strength
Oh,
melee.
is that only? Okay. I was like, did I read it wrong? And I can only punch with it? But. And my
Lovely.
sword is +3.
You advance. Well, I say you advance. You engage your sword blade, willing vitae around your body, and then in a quick flash of lightning fast speed, you slice, you dice, and you cut the disciple member up. He stands there for a moment in utter and absolute shock, before falling forward on his knees and to his side and dies.
I immediately look at the cheering cult members, and I just go, who's next?
Xavier runs up to the warehouse and is able to engage in combat at this point.
Do I have any recollection of what happened recently? Like,
Yes.
do I know why I'm running back?
You remember it all.
Cool. I'm probably pretty fucking pissed off.
Where have you
But
been?
you do. Just to remind you, as far as you're aware, that was your wife.
Yes, leading a cult. So I'm probably pretty pissed off. As much as she's my wife and I wanted to make sure she was safe, she's leading a fucking cult.
Yep, fair enough.
Uh,
Dated girls like that.
Is it Isaac's turn or Xavier's turn?
It's Xavier's turn.
Xavier.
Okay.
I pull my shotgun out and shoot the closest one to me.
Composure. No, resolve. Firearms. Difficulty 2, please.
Four.
Wonderful. And how much is... Oh, I don't know why I'm asking. I've got the bloody sheet right here. So... Oh, wow. Yeah. Xavier levels his shotgun at the +4.
Oh, close range?
Damn.
Xavier levels his shotgun at the disciple member, lets rip with the trigger, and blows it away in one hit. After all, shotgun shell to the head at close range. It's pretty bad news.
So says Jack.
Isaac, did you counter or did you dodge?
I counted.
You counted. Okay.
Oh, that's right.
The two remaining disciples, who were sat there previously cheering, look at each other, turn around, and run out of the door as fast as they fucking can.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I yell as they run.
No, not good. They're gonna go tell the others.
Well, I'm pretty sure they already knew we were here.
I'm not the fastest. I can't go catch them.
Can I blink towards where they went and start chasing them down?
Show me blink. Yeah.
I just want to say that as soon as I see Xavier do this, I will do it as well. Probably to the one that he's not going after.
Dexterity
And the
athletics,
best-
difficulty 5, please. Xavier. And I'm on dexterity athletics, difficulty 5, please.
I'm going to re-roll 2.
All right.
I'll wait for him to do that.
I'll leave it.
No, I'll wait. I can only reroll one anyway. Yeah. Yeah, I'm good. I know
Okay.
I know I get the beast, but
You are going to be suffering from the rebellion compulsion.
nice.
You take a stand against whatever or whoever you see as the status quo in the current situation, whether that's Cedra as a leader, or a viewpoint expressed by a potential vessel, or just a task you are supposed to do at the moment. Until you've gone against your orders or expectations, perceived or real, you receive a 2 dice penalty to all rolls. This will end when you've either managed to make someone change their mind, by force if necessary, or done the opposite of what was expected of you.
Yep.
In the meantime, you attempt to blink, and in the blink of an eye, you get across the entire warehouse floor. You come to the door, you stop, you open it, and then by the time you've opened it, the two figures have run off so far into the darkness you're unable to tell any direction that they went, and you lose track of them.
Can I punch the wall next to the door?
Free. Yeah, that's free. Fine. Fine.
I hit it hard too, so if I put a hole through a brick wall or a stone wall, fantastic. I'm going for that.
I mean, it's a metal wall. You most definitely put a massive Xavier fist-shaped dent in the wall.
And it was loud. Probably sounds like a shotgun just went off.
And it echoes through the entire warehouse.
Mm-hmm.
You then hear a new voice from within the warehouse saying, "Is there someone there? Help me!"
I'm not sure whose turn it is.
It's
Does
open.
anyone else?
Right, yeah, combat's over, so it doesn't
It's
matter.
open. I would run up trying to follow them.
Xavier and Armand.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, I guess Isaac would probably follow behind Citra to try to catch up with the rest of the Coterie.
No problem.
Don't come towards Xavier, because Xavier gives no fucks about that guy. I'll just roll that out there.
Well, but we're all going to the same door.
I mean, the voice
What's
came from
up?
further inside the warehouse.
Yeah, he's not at the door. He's that way. Inside the warehouse. We're at a wall.
Oh, I thought
next to
they
the
ran.
warehouse.
Okay, I thought they ran through the door
You
further
ran
into the
across
warehouse.
the warehouse, and they ran out the door that Armand was investigating earlier.
Okay.
The
Xavier
sound
and
came
Armand
from
blinked
further
the
within
same
the
door that-
warehouse, and this is also the direction
Right.
that Xavier exited.
To paint the scene, we blinked to the
Okay.
door, opened it, they ran away. I got mad. I hit the wall, which made a loud noise that the guy heard and was like, "Hello? Who's there? Help!" Because he heard that the loud reverberation of me hitting the metal wall.
Okay.
I suppose we should go help this individual. Now that Xavier is safe.
Xavier, what happened?
Oh,
Yeah, I
you
saw
just
you-
walked up to me. We're avoiding this guy. Xavier doesn't answer you.
To
Armand-
make a informed decision about what we do next. What's in that
as
room?
soon as
I don't
as soon
know.
as soon as Xavier doesn't answer, Amon turns towards him and is like, "Dude, what the fuck? You walked in, probably told them we're here, and I saw you walk out with some lady I've never seen before."
Now's not the time.
And we couldn't get a hold of you.
Now's not the time. Let's get this fucking person out of here.
I just want to know what's in this room.
I don't know.
But you were in it.
Okay. Oh, I opened the door.
You find,
To that room?
as you open the door, which suddenly appeared, a
yeah,
human.
I was confused what you're talking about.
A human, tied up and attached to a table. He is sweating
This is not the room I
Panting.
was in, by the way.
and repeating things like, "Help me. Get them off me. Can't you see them?" With your vampiric senses, you can hear his heartbeat pounding in his chest. You've seen enough mortals in this state to know that he is absolutely terrified. But you're unsure if it's because of his surroundings or something else.
Yeah, so can we go over the layout of the warehouse? How many rooms does this warehouse have that we know
Well,
of?
just, I mean, 2 now.
The guy wasn't in a
there's
room.
one
He was
room.
You've got the one large
I'm
storage
confused.
area. Towards the back, where no one came in, but Xavier exited, is where the person
Right.
is.
It's
You
not a
have
room. There's
the
no
door.
door. We just couldn't see them.
A large double door that you came in. Exactly parallel on the other side is another large double door that the Setite members ran out from, that Xavier and Armand tried to blink to get to, but couldn't get to in
Right,
time
okay.
because they had to open it.
It's a warehouse.
So, are we in the room or is the guy outside the room?
You're in the
There's
warehouse. He is right at the back, and it's safe to assume
back
that
of
you would now
warehouse.
be there looking at him.
Okay, so we're not in the room.
Correct.
There's no room.
Yeah, it's just
There's a
a
warehouse.
warehouse. Just a warehouse.
It's one big
There are
box.
4 lights.
There's no
This
room.
is where I'm
It's a warehouse.
confused, though. Where did Xavier go?
I'm with
He
you.
didn't go into a room?
No.
They
When
had me in
Xavier,
just
part of the
Xavier came
warehouse.
in, and he went straight to the back of the warehouse. That's what we'll say. And when he exited the warehouse with his wife, it was out that way, which is where
He
you
went
came to
outside
investigate
and left.
and couldn't find a way in.
Right.
So Xavier was gone by the time you got there, is what he's saying.
Okay. That's where I was confused. I thought he was still inside and it was a separate room and
I
No
kind
worries.
of thought that too, but I got it straight.
I thought that it was a door he left that did not go outside.
Yeah, because as soon as we were like, we didn't see him leave. Where's he at? But continue.
Okay, so we got guy strapped to a table.
Various boxes around the room as well.
Should we help this individual?
This actually isn't what I wanted to do when I knew what we were doing. I open
there's-
the closest box.
You just want to open it?
Yep.
What's in the box?
Dice.
This was the storyteller can roll dice in secret thing.
Mm.
You open the nearest box, prizing one of the panels off of it. As you look inside, you notice there is a particularly large hyena on a bed of straw, currently asleep. It's then that you look at the box and you notice the huge words, "Handle with care, live animals inside," are printed on the sides.
I still would have opened it.
Fair.
You okay, little buddy?
This is not the first time Cedra has seen smuggled
hi.
animals. Cedra puts the panel back on the box.
For
Isaac,
reference,
would
that was
go
one
up-
of the large crates. Tall, double wide.
Isaac would head up to the man strapped down and ask him, why are you strapped down like this? What are you doing here?
He screams in your face. I was tempted to actually do it, but we'll just say he screams right in your face.
Your in-laws would have come running.
Hmm.
Isaac will wipe his face a little bit and step away. I think he's incoherent. There's nothing we can do here.
Xavier will
Yeah, you
walk
put him out.
with force. As he does that to Isaac, I will cast Daunt and get in this guy's face and say,
Gonna give
"Who
him a
was
heart
the
attack,
fucking
man."
woman in here?"
He screams.
I punch him in the face. Tell me who the fucking woman was in here.
He bleeds and he screams.
Trying to intimidate him. I punched him.
I know.
I
It's a
punch
little
him
too
harder.
frantic to intimidate.
I punch him harder.
Do strength and melee, please.
This is
Strength
where
and
I-
brawl.
This is where I cave his skull in. I got a +1 to strength rolls too.
Xavier's gonna pull a Isaac for interrogations.
Mm-hmm.
Help him.
Oh.
Oh God!
I'm going to.
Hey, remember earlier when you joked about casting fireball? You kind
That's
of
a
just did.
triple 10.
Yeah.
I'm gonna leave it.
Lovely.
That's one dice worth double critical.
I'm gonna after based on what happens tonight. Yeah, I'm gonna leave it.
He answers, she was in charge of this whole thing. You slam your fist down one more time through his face. And I mean through his face. In a bloodied mess, you smash the man's face into a million tiny red pieces. The body twitches and twings on the bed, and then forms lifelessly, and you take 2 humanity stains.
Yeah. I immediately drop to my knees after I do that.
Well,
Oh, and the
Why were
Coterie
there only-
will take 1 humanity stain as well.
oh, okay. And at that point, Amon just goes, well, there goes the one person that we could have gotten answers from, because Xavier doesn't seem to want to talk about anything. So I think this is worthless. I'm just going to go fucking wait in the car. And I start to walk away.
After you say that, when you walk away with Xavier on the ground, his head's bent down, that was my wife.
Isaac would stand behind Xavier after he smashed the guy's head and pats him on the shoulder. It's okay, Xavier. These things happen. I understand. It's all right.
I didn't stop walking. I keep going.
Yeah.
Your wife's involved in the ministry?
I guess so.
Well, before we go, let's take a look around and get information for Pandora.
Cedra. You know me long enough. You think I would just willingly walk her out of here, knowing she was leading this?
No,
Think about
I
that
also
for a
know
second.
that you wouldn't not answer when we tried to call you. So let's see what we can find out here.
Wits awareness difficulty 2, please. Wonderful. As you scan your head and eyes around the warehouse, you see various crates of different sizes. Some are rectangular and flatter than others. Some are very large and have the words "handle with care" live animals inside. Others, biohazard, do not open.
Hey, Isaac.
Yes,
Can you see
Cedra.
anything- Can you see anything that might be protecting these boxes?
You mean like something magical? They
Yes.
look like mundane boxes, but suppose I can take a look. I'll use Sense the Unseen.
Automatic success, you don't need to roll. It's just a box.
Cedra, though, boxes. I think if we want to find out what's inside, we'd have to open them.
Don't open the big ones.
I would help open some boxes.
Strength
Aggressively.
and strength for me, please, Xavier.
I'm glad we're on the same page here. I got a +1 to strength rolls.
I mean, I'm imagining
Don't
Xavier
open it.
does not really give a fuck about how he's opening these. He is just fucking open it. He's had enough.
Based
Don't
on
open
what, but based on what Cedra had just replied with, though, that fact that she's not going to jump down his throat, he's not super aggressive. But no, he's in a bad fucking mood. Yeah, 3.
Okay. 3. You will find one of the crates marked biohazard do not open. It's tall and wide, but not as big as the one that says live animals inside. Inside you find a massive pile of straw with raw plasma bags stacked nicely on the inside. Where's Cedra?
Cedra, you might be interested in this.
What is it?
Cedra will recognize the writing on the bags is Arabic.
I read the bags.
I mean, nothing stands out. It's medical grade plasma, raw, suitable for vitae substitutes.
Ooh. Oh. Cedra
By the way,
picks up one of the
I'm
bags.
not saying the label doesn't say suitable for vitae substitutes. I'm just making sure.
I pick up one of the bags and I give it to Isaac.
Oh, interesting. Is this like crystal vitae? And Isaac would sip it a little bit just to
Crystal
taste it.
Vitae. Do you have a straw with kind of the pointy end?
It tastes not very vibrant. It's kind of like stale blood in your mouth, but it still invigorates you. If you may slake one hunger, but may go no less than one.
Yeah, I'm at one already, so it's fine. It's I suppose this could be satiating, but it's terrible. It does not taste good.
Wait. We have big boxes with animals. We have blood replacement. What other boxes do we have here?
We haven't opened any more. I hit bingo with the first one.
Storyteller, what other boxes do we have to open?
There, one other kind of box that you haven't opened. It's half the height of the other boxes, but twice as long.
That's what she said. No, okay.
How long is it? Is it like 6 foot long?
Yeah, roughly.
Ooh.
This is all a little too familiar. Cedric cautiously opens one of those boxes.
Strength and strength, please. Difficulty 2.
I'm not going to reroll that.
You attempt to open the box. Unfortunately, it seems a bit stiffer than the others, and you're worried that if you keep trying to break it open the way that you are, you might either break your finger off or, worse, a fingernail.
Need help.
Oh. Yeah, but be careful. I think that might be kindred.
I can assist and try to give you a hand with opening that box.
It's fine,
Isaac
Isaac. I don't need your help. I rip it up before Isaac can get over.
Strength and strength,
Oh.
difficulty 2, please.
I've got to play Xavier right now. He's not, he's just getting aggression out.
Isaac's like walking to open up the crate, and Xavier just
3.
shoves him.
You open up the crate, and there, on a bed of straw, with its arms crossed over its chest, is what looks like an Egyptian male. He's a corpse.
Hey, Cedra. Remember what that guy said about a specific person coming over on a boat?
Yeah.
See anything here that might be able to confirm if this is the guy?
I will point out there are several other boxes exactly the same shape and
That was going to be
size.
my question. So it's not just one guy. Could this just be someone in torpor?
I'm not willing to find out. Should I call Pandora?
Let's take a look over this dead guy we've got. And then, yeah, I'm kind of inclined to, if Pandora says it's okay, burn the whole place down.
What are you doing with the dead guy?
I put the lid back on top.
The other dead
I've ridden
guy.
through his pocket.
Oh,
Lovely.
Oh.
I love it. Intelligence investigation difficulty 3, please, Cedra.
What do you do with the dead guy? Put the lid back on?
I'm not re-rolling that.
You rummage through the headless corpse, slightly disgusted by the amount of brain, tongue, and various other head organs that have been splayed out over his... Mostly because you don't want it
Painting
stuck
a
under your
picture.
nails.
Okay.
You swear that there is something on his body, either hidden in a pocket or similar, but you're unable to actually find it.
You want to help me with this?
Sure, I'd be more than happy. Isaac would, after he's been shoved away from the crate, Isaac would walk over and
Just
help
looking
see the
apart.
rummage.
Intelligence
helps
and investigation.
Rummage through.
Difficulty 3, please, darling. Isaac has no qualms about shifting bits of brain, skull, and tongue out of the way. In fact, the only thing that's odd for him is the fact that the corpse is still warm. He puts his hands in the inside of the former man's jacket, reaching into a pocket and pulling out a shipment manifest. It shows large numbers of crates being shipped into Oxford. It appears they've been using some kind of intricate system to hide the route, as the manifest only shows the last 3 entries, the first of which shows the cargo was already on its way. The manifest will also show it's only part of a larger shipment, not all of which was destined for this warehouse.
Isaac would hand the manifest to Cedra. It looks like they were doing some sort of smuggling of some sort. Here's the manifest. Can you make much sense of it?
I'm guessing they're shipping vampires in. Kindred in.
That's what it seems like to me. Kindred, live animals, plasma bags. Maybe the animals are supposed to be food? I don't know.
I hope the animals were supposed to be food. I need to make a call later.
In one of the crates is a child.
What type of child?
One that keeps asking
you
about
serious?
Florida.
Oh, okay, that great.
Burn it all to the ground.
I was joking about the child.
I wasn't.
It's your own child, so it's allowed.
Yeah.
Unless anyone else sees anything.
I suppose we
should
could.
probably figure out.
Oh, yes, that would be wise. That's a much better idea than feeding the torpid vampire the plasma.
Yeah, that's a terrible idea.
Well, if we restrain him,
That's
we
a
could see
character.
what he has to say.
Isaac,
When we call Pandora, we'll ask her that too.
please don't
Very
bring
well.
the doctor right now. I don't want to have to hit you too. So I take out my phone, blush a life, and call Pandora.
Rouse check for me, please. Gain a hunger. You might want some of that plasma.
After all that though, I only gained 1 hunger. Wow. Okay.
Calling Elysium, I take it.
Yeah. Can I video call? Probably not. She doesn't have a cell phone. Never mind.
No, it's a landline that you're calling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The call goes through. It's answered by the barman, who then takes it over to Pandora. She
Once
picks up
he
the
answers, and I know he's taking it over, I put it on speakerphone and I hold it
Okay.
out for Cedra to talk.
phone. Yes.
Hey, it's
Pandora of
Cedra.
Elysium here. How may I help you?
Elysium.
Elysium.
Hey, it's Cedra. We are
Cedra.
here at the location you gave us. And there are... It looks like they were shipping in live animals, plasma, and kindred. The kindred appear to be in torpor.
That sounds like
We
a
killed
set.
3 of the guards, 2 got away.
You did very well. It sounds like you disrupted a satellite
like to-
operation. And a what?
I would like to burn this place down.
Not yet. That's too much noise to bring down. We'll have a Nosferatu cleaning company come in. We'll see what we can extract. Did you find out any more information?
It looks like they are regularly sending in shipments like this.
All of them to that one place?
I checked the shipping manifest.
Nope, different place too.
No, it looks like they're in different places.
Fuck.
That earlier.
Well, you did exceedingly well. One less to worry about, at least.
Oh, there's also 2 dead bodies in the sewer.
Kindred,
Kindred.
it was a nice attempt. I'll have the Nosferatu clean them up just in case. Maybe we'll flush them down there with the other turds. Is anyone hurt?
We got a little hurt, yeah.
Got feeling.
Nothing too bad, I hope. Was Xavier behaving himself?
Without answering Pandora, I give Xavier a you answer this one look.
We're okay.
Good boy. Anything else to report?
Cedra looks at Xavier again.
Not tonight.
Very well. Keep safe. And she hangs
I
up.
just hang up.
She hung up first!
That's fine. I figured we were just gonna be hanging out.
What would you like to do now?
It sounds like we've disrupted a Setite operation. That's quite a good thing.
Cedra's still looking at Xavier.
What?
We didn't tell her about your wife.
What were we going to tell her?
That perhaps another one got away?
Cedra, I'm not sure what the fuck happened. I would like a little more info, because if that was really my wife, I got bigger fucking issues than what's going on here too. I didn't stop you. You could have told her.
I am still undecided.
Doesn't mean I don't want your help figuring it out.
Then let's figure it out. However we can.
Sorry about that, guy.
Isaac, what do you know about the Setites? Can they raise the dead? Or possess someone?
Well, I'm not very familiar with the Setites. I know they are cunning and deceptive, and often can, much like the Toreador and Ventrum, they can manipulate people. They're quite manipulative. They have the nickname of serpents for more than one reason. They've also been known to change their physical attributes or appearances, much like the Gangrel. Beyond that, I don't know much else about the Setite.
So maybe we just ask more to that contact.
Yes, I mean, especially with Dr. Benson no longer among us, I think we will need to reach out to the contact even more so. We will have a greater need for it.
Hey, Shiver.
Yes, darling.
Xavier walks over to the box with the guy in it, lifts the thing up. Do I see any markings on him?
On the dude that was in the
The
box.
The dude in the box, yeah.
It's a good question. Nothing that would stand out to you. They would be something that you would recognize as, like general Egyptian markings, a tattoo here and there, a face tattoo that looks of an Egyptian style.
No prominence of like Eye of Horus or anything?
No.
Okay.
While you're
Close the
here,
box.
while I have your attention, could you do a wits and composure roll for me, please?
Rolls I never thought I'd roll.
Okay, carry on.
Messy critical doesn't do anything?
Carry on.
Okay. I just walk back over to the group.
Well, unless we can find something else, I suppose we should head on out. What do you think?
Mon's probably got the car going already.
Oh yeah, I forgot Amon's in the car.
Armand, can you do a wits and composure roll for me, please?
Yes. Composure.
They're both traits.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome. I just made that roll.
Great. Yeah.
Ooh.
Thank you.
Well, Siege Xavier, I think I'll go ahead back to the car then. If there's anything else, let me know. And
Isaac,
yeah,
can you do a wits and composure roll for me, please?
sure. Is this like a mental thing
Just do
trying to
wits and
subvert me?
composure
Like,
for me, please.
it's just for my bonus dice, but okay.
Nope, no bonus dice, just wits and composure. Don't you worry. I looked at your character sheet before I looked at this. And Cedra, now that you're basically on your own, could you do a wits and composure roll for me, please?
That was right.
As Isaac is walking back to the car on his own, in a kind of cool dude way, with the remnants of the warehouse behind him as he walks away, he suddenly feels a sharp, small prick on the back of his neck. A shiver goes down his spine, and he starts to shiver, and a bloody sweat appears upon his brow. He looks round his surroundings, panicking. Huge metal buildings and different company logos enthrall his senses. Focusing on the security warehouse known as Night Watchman, he looks at the logo, staring at a man in full plate armor. As he looks at it, it seems to almost move as he watches. It's then that he notices the logo itself pulls itself out of the frame, bursting forward like a balloon being inflated, and then pulling itself towards him. The fully armoured knight unsheathes its sword as it begins advancing on him.
I guess Isaac will use toughness.
Okay. Show me toughness.
That'll be a rouse check.
Gain a hunger.
If the knight doesn't do anything else, I guess Isaac would punch
He's
it.
still advancing towards you.
Okay. Isaac would charge him and punch.
Okay. Resolve and brawl, please.
What are you doing?
Oops.
As the knight walks towards you, Isaac suddenly charges back at him, managing to hit the knight with full force in the knight's face, making his helmet spin round on its axis. However, the knight just stops in its tracks and continues to advance towards Isaac, raising its sword over its head and attempting to hit Isaac as hard as it can. What would you like to do, Isaac?
If he's going to attack me, I'll try to counterattack.
You want to counter-attack, okay? Resolve, brawl. I'm very surprised none of your coterie are trying to jump in and help you.
Oh, I didn't think we could yet.
I thought he was outside. We're still inside. You said he walked away alone.
Yeah.
Damned knights attacking! Oh,
We
show
hear
you a
something
thing
now.
or two.
You punch
Well,
out,
at this point, I'm assuming we're all outside. Do we see the knight?
hitting the knight successfully several times over, doing dents upon the body, It still comes towards you, attempting to hit you with its sword. From where you are, you can see Isaac, panicking, sweating, possibly screaming, and throwing fists out.
Into the air.
Cedra. Dr.
Yeah?
Benson, I take off running towards Isaac.
I mentally call out to Isaac.
Yeah, he
What
can
do
probably
you say?
respond.
What?
I'm just saying, Isaac.
Cedra, are you here? Help me with this knight. It started attacking me.
There is no knight. You're
Yeah.
going crazy.
I am the knight.
Clearly, there was a knight. I am engaged in combat, and I am showing this knight a thing or two.
Shiver, Amon's not there, remember?
But yeah, mine's in the car. And I can't call out to you because Isaac's got the brand.
I would stay in the car anyway.
I try to get in front of Isaac, but not too close, and just waving at him. Out of melee range.
Isaac,
Yeah.
do resolve awareness difficulty 4, please, for me.
Oh, sorry, I got confused. I got it. There we go. 4.
For a very brief moment, it looks like Cedra is standing exactly where the knight was. She briefly fades into your view, and then fades away, and before you again is the knight, standing threateningly with a massive bloody sword.
Whoa. What? Cedra. Isaac's going to use Sense the Unseen to see if he can see Cedra.
Oh, clever.
Okay, that's not going to work. That's an automatic failure.
Oh wait. I thought I saw Cedra, but she's not here. Just this night. And Isaac would keep fighting. He would lunge forward and strike again.
Resolve, brawl. You attempt to hit the knight. You keep throwing your fists out in a traditional 1-2, 1-2 movement. Unfortunately, for some reason, it seems to hurt you every single time you throw your fist out. Cedra and Xavier are watching you. They keep wondering, why is he hitting himself? And you do 3 superficial damage.
He's hitting himself.
Xavier knows what's going on.
Oh, okay. You do 3 superficial damage to yourself, Isaac.
I looked at
Okay.
Cedra and said Dr. Benson and ran up to Isaac. It's the exact same shit we saw in the. No, I'm not back at my turn yet. I said I ran up to Isaac.
Next. Probably Xavier.
Do I see the dart in his neck? I would be looking for a dart at this point.
Do wits and awareness at difficulty 2 then for me, please.
I'm gonna re-roll the 0.
Okay. It's fine, that's still
4,
3
4,
successes.
I think.
Yeah, you're right, 4. Takes it down from 6 to 4. As you're scanning over the back of his body, you can see a small dart sticking out the nape of his neck.
Can I remove it?
Yep, fine.
I remove it and I hold it up to show Cedra.
Isaac, can you hear us? Can you see us?
No.
Do resolve and awareness. Difficulty 2, please.
Actually, didn't think it was going to be that easy to take the dart out of his neck. I thought we'd have to wrestle him down first.
Again,
Xavier's a quick guy.
Cedra fades into your view, where once the knight was standing. You see her holding up her hands, trying to get your attention. And then suddenly, she phases back out of view and is replaced by a knight. The knight is threatening you and about to swing down his sword on your head.
Cedra, I saw you. You're fading in and fading out. Are you okay? Did you go to the Shadowlands? Xavier here. Someone, they need to help me with this knight. I'm fighting it, but it's just not going down.
Isaac, if you can hear me, leave the knight. Don't hit the knight.
When I can, I'll move into grapple. Isaac, I'll drop the dart and grapple him. Well, I've got to pull a freaking dart out of his neck first. I don't want that anywhere near me.
We're good.
As the knight comes in to get Isaac, he's going to try to punch him again.
Resolve, roll.
It's his turn. He's in combat.
You attempt to strike out at the knight. What do you think of body shots and head shots, skillfully laying them down in your traditional boxing 1-2, 1-2 manner? Unfortunately for you, you still wonder why the fuck it hurts like fuck every time you do punch out, and you do 2 superficial damage to yourself. Cedra.
Isaac, if you don't stop, I am going to eat your soul. I'm using intimidation on him.
Won't do it. You won't do it.
Manipulation, intimidation. Difficulty 3, please.
Watch the statement come out of the knight's mouth.
Don't give Shiver ideas.
That was the idea before Nitro
help
said
it.
it. The knight stands before Isaac, threatening to eat, consume, destroy his very soul.
I'm going to try to. Whoa.
Well, hang on.
So
Xavier.
the knight.
I grapple Isaac.
Strength, brawl, difficulty 2, please.
Question.
Yes, darling.
Because I've got a specialty in brawl and I get a +1 to strength from my jacket, do I get 2 extra modifier dice?
You're goddamn right you do.
Fantastic. 5.
Xavier forcefully brings himself behind Isaac and restrains him, holding him tightly like a lover.
Arms down, too. He's going to be like a T-Rex at the moment.
Isaac,
Yes.
you're seeing a new knight that has appeared behind you, restraining you, holding you back. The other knight is in front of you, threatening to consume and destroy your very soul. What do you do?
I'll try to break free of the knight holding me.
You want to break free. You want to break free from your life. You're so self-satisfied.
I want to break free.
You don't need this. Do a strength.
The knight came from behind.
Do a resolve and brawl competition against Xavier's strength and brawl. Xavier, you get the
okay.
same modifiers.
Okay, cool. Oh no.
Oh,
Sticking with it? Anyone?
I'll stick with it.
Okay.
It's his turn. I'm just holding him. So if I've got to re-grapple him, I will. I don't care.
All right,
We can do this
Isaac.
all night.
Isaac, you successfully free yourself from the new knight's grip. Now faced with 2 knights in front of you, one of whom has already physically assaulted you, the other is already threatening to consume your very soul. And you, of all people, know exactly what that entails.
I'll turn around to the knight that tried to grapple me, and I'll try to, I guess, punch him. Meanwhile, I'll scream out, Cedra, Xavier, where are you? There's a second knight. Please, I need help.
Strength and brawl.
Is he hitting me?
Yep.
Okay.
All you can do is dodge if you'd like.
I'll dodge.
Okay. Actually, would you like to turn it into a competition roll and punch him? Or slap him back?
No. I'm going to dodge because I have a plan next. If he tries to hit me, I have a plan to where I'm going to grapple him and I will not let go.
Okay, dexterity and athletics.
Okay. This is also good rolls. Never mind.
Cursed it,
I
you
don't
see.
mind if I get hit. I did.
Isaac attempts to punch and swing at you, each and every time, missing them and broadcasting them out as if he was putting them on the national newspaper or something. You easily dodge them, and he ends up hitting himself in the face twice. You do 2 superficial damage to yourself, Isaac.
Oh. I'm sad now. I was hoping he was going to punch Xavier. Then I would have wished Amon was there to see this all happen. Been like, wow, damn. Isaac really wasn't
I
lying.
wonder what's taking us so long.
Cedra?
That's a status quo.
Isaac, please stop. We need your help. I am persuading you. Just lay down. I'm using persuasion.
I picked up on that vibe.
Making sure.
Manipulation. Persuasion. Difficulty 4, please.
I'm re-rolling. There.
Cedra briefly comes into your view. You can hear that she's trying to say something. You can't quite make out what it is. Perhaps she's telling you to hit the knight even harder. You're not entirely sure.
Okay. All right.
Xavier? Oh no. Carry on.
No, if it's Xavier's turn, that's
You attacked earlier. I cast prowess.
Show me prowess. All right. I'll let you follow
And
that
I
up if
grapple.
you'd like. Okay. Strength.
Grapple him again.
Brawl and add your
2 dice
potency
and then a
rating.
+3 modifier at the end.
I should do
Or
it.
is it? Six.
6, the number of the beast. Hell and no. You successfully hold Isaac back, pulling his left arm out of its socket in the process. The amount of pain he suffers is, first of all, 1 superficial damage, we'll say, because I think he's had enough. And that large amount of pain, after all this time, is enough to bring Isaac back to lucidity. Or at least as close as Isaac gets.
uh, Isaac's gonna look around. Where'd the knights go? Xavier? Cedra? You came. Did you see where they went, the knights?
Congratulations, my friend. You succeeded at what Dr. Benson couldn't. I picked the dart up from the ground and hold it in front of him.
Oh, I stare at the dart, and then I reach back to that like pain on my neck. I'm like, oh, was I under some sort of illusion or delusion from that poisoned dart?
Yep.
I take a handkerchief out of my pocket and put it over my hand, holding my hand out. Yeah, can I see that dart?
Yeah. I give it to her.
I just take one handkerchief out, not the whole. I wrap the dart up in the handkerchief as maybe even a couple and put it in my pocket.
Also, Isaac, this doesn't count. You don't get to say you fight well when you're the one defending against yourself.
Yeah, the knights, they fought back. I mean, look at me. Like, Isaac's like bruised and like battered. It's like I can feel it.
You hit yourself. You were punching yourself.
Isaac would sit there for a moment looking side to side. Well, I sure know how to dish out a beating.
You know what? Get in the car.
Let's get out of here.
Isaac would like get up and he'd kind of like walk with a bit of a limp, like holding one of his ribs. Maybe he has some bruise. Oh,
don't forget your shoulder is dislocated.
Yep,
Shoulders.
He's got a dislocated shoulder, some bruised ribs, so he's kind of limping.
Maybe I try to help him pop that back in before he gets in.
You want it?
Mm-hmm. Here, I can get that.
Dexterity.
While they're doing that,
Medicine.
I run back in the warehouse and grab a couple bags of plasma.
Okie dokie.
What's my...
Dexterity, medicine, difficulty 2, please.
Oh, God!
And you can't re-roll that.
What is up with the messy criticals tonight?
Oh, you're going to love this. You help Isaac.
I pop it the other way.
You help Isaac pop the left shoulder in by holding onto his right shoulder blade. Unfortunately, in the process, you pop out his right shoulder blade and you do a point of superficial damage to Isaac.
And Isaac into his torpor.
You just fall into my arms. Well, I was going to let you hit yourself till you knocked yourself out anyways. This is fine. I carry him to the car.
I think this is the first time Isaac's hit torpor.
And he did it to himself!
I think Amon's the only one that's gone into torpor.
Cedra.
Three times.
You think some of that plasma might wake him up?
It was supposed to wake those guys up, so... Yeah, let's try it.
You want to grab a bag while I put him in the car?
I'm already holding 2 bags.
Okay. I put Isaac in the car and buckle him in. So he's probably like...
Weekend at Isaac's.
There's multiple seats in the car, right? Why don't we lay him down instead?
Oh, okay. I'll lay him down. Maybe we let him sleep for a little bit while we drive.
I mean, rigor mortis hasn't set in, so you're all right.
All right.
So you drive off. Weekend at Bernie's style. Sorry, Weekend at Ernie's style.
Before reviving Isaac, I would like to heal some of my own damage.
Please do a rouse check.
Actually, if we're in a scene and not at the end of the game, I will heal too.
Okay.
Right?
I will as well, why not?
Okay, Cedra, gain a hunger. Heal 2 superficial. Xavier, gain a hunger, heal 1 superficial. Armand, gain a hunger, heal 1 superficial. And your compulsion is now over, Armand.
Oh, yeah.
I was having fun with that.
What, sitting in the car doing nothing?
I was gonna say something when they got back, but I was in the middle of doing something.
On your drive, is there anything you'd like to discuss?
Where are we going?
Haven?
That's what I would think too. Xavier wouldn't say anything.
Isaac would just lay there.
So unless Cedra or Amon speak up.
Cedra will give Isaac some of the plasma to try and wake him up.
Yeah. Miss Slate.
Does it work?
Yeah, that'll bring you up. Colour,
All that.
such that it is,
When
goes back into Isaac, and he slowly inflates like a balloon. And then ends up looking
Isaac,
like a basset hound with all the skin draped off his skeleton. So essentially, he's back to normal.
yeah, as Isaac would wake up, I think I would arouse check to heal a little bit.
Okay, do a rouse check for me, please.
That was.
Your hunger should be at 4, by
awful.
the way.
Oh, it should be? Okay.
Okay, you may heal 1 superficial. That should put you on 2 health.
Okay.
So, wife, huh?
As far as I know, yeah.
What does your wife look like?
I described my wife in detail.
Does she look like the woman I saw? I mean, like, I guess the biggest thing I would have seen was like hair color. If hair color is the same.
No.
Good.
I don't think that was your wife.
Sure sounded and looked like her to me.
Well, you've seen stuff that we can do. That doesn't sound out of the ballpark.
The whole fucking situation seemed out of the ballpark.
Plus, I know it's your wife, but the fact that you were put in a situation that weird and just answered out of the blue, knowing how much danger you would have put us in, I don't think you would have done that.
Would I know that I told her how many of us there were?
Oh yeah, you'd remember every
Cool.
vivid detail.
I did put you in danger.
I figured.
We need to call Pandora back.
They're way more powerful than I think anybody has given them credit for.
That's why we need to call Pandora back.
I could have told you that when we encountered Mist Dude.
What, dude?
Mist Dude.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Or it was a mirage.
Yeah, Mirage shot a blow dart at the doctor.
Those
Crazy
blow
shit.
darts are quite nasty.
Yeah?
Yeah. Good to know that if anything, it only incapacitates us and doesn't kill us. Or at least doesn't kill
That was
Isaac.
good to know.
He's made of sterner stuff.
That I am.
That is just fucking stubborn.
Also true.
Minus 1 XP to Xavier for tapping on his microphone like a cunt.
It wasn't. That wasn't my microphone. It was my desk. I don't know why I even picked up.
Xavier, do you want to call Pandora back and tell her about the other person that was there? Or do we want to go to Elysium? Show her the dart.
Let's tell her with the dart.
Okay, why don't we go to Elysium before we go back to our haven?
Good try. Amon, onward!
Yeah. Don't get pushy. That.
Coterie, head toward Elysium, park up, head down the secret staircase after handing over their weapons, and head towards Pandora, set up in her booth. Twice in
Hey,
one
can we
night.
sit?
Please. It must be a special
Caesar
treat for me.
slumps into the chair.
Yeah,
Rest
Isaac
of you?
would stagger over to the chair.
Isaac, you look
I just go sit.
slightly different. Did you change your tie?
Yes. No, Pandora, I've taken quite the beating tonight.
He beat himself up.
That explains the color in
Caesar
your
pulls
cheeks.
the handkerchief out of her pocket and unwraps it, showing the dart.
Ah! You've had a run-in with the Setites.
A run-in? We had 2 run-ins.
3,
Having-
actually.
This happened well after our original run-in tonight.
Did you let any escape?
Cedar told you on the phone 2 escaped.
Then that's exactly what happened. 2 got out, one
There
of
was
them
a-
came back.
There was
So
a
good to
third.
know.
A
There was a
third?
third. Good.
There was another one. None of us really got a good look at her. Amon probably got the best look.
I described the glimpse I got. The overly frilly clothes and stuff.
You want to know the great thing about this?
Go on.
She appeared to me as my wife.
Ooh. How exciting. Do tell me more.
No, it's... What? That I was taken advantage of and put my coterie at risk?
Yes.
Oh, yeah, I guess you do love this stuff, don't you?
Sounds
I mean, that's it.
thrilling.
But she
I
knows that we were there to spy on her.
How does she know that?
No way to know.
It's okay for you to be honest with me. I am your shadow. I'd
I'm
rather you're
being
honest
honest.
with me than cover things away from me. Don't forget I am quite familiar with the ministry. And the Setites. And I know that you had a run-in tonight with the followers of Set.
It's good to know who that was. Kind of explains all the Egypt shit in boxes.
There was a 50% chance it might be the ministry. But this seems far too quiet and subtle for the ministry.
This is subtle.
This is far more subtle than the ministry. You read the papers and heard about the football grounds. That's far more like the ministry.
Oh, that was the ministry?
That's what we assume to be the ministry, yes.
Yes, the followers of Set certainly seem more competent than the ministry. At least these dart things they use, they're quite they're quite unsettling.
Quite ingenious, aren't they? Have you experienced them yet firsthand?
Isaac would look at himself and gesture to himself. Sadly, yes.
He beat himself up.
Very jealous. What a wonderful experience that must have been. What did you see?
Cedra holds up the dart. You want us to poke you?
Unfortunately, one dart is only good for one person. How did you ever get him out of whatever it was he was experiencing?
He beat himself up.
Did he put himself in torpor?
Yes.
That was kind of help gone wrong.
I don't quite remember. I know I was fighting some knights, and then Cedra and Xavier was there, and Xavier was helping me, and then I woke up in the car.
Usually the way to get someone out, well, I say someone, usually the way to get a kindred out of this experience is usually put them in torpor and reawaken them, or give them a feeling's worth of vitae. Whatever it was you did to get him out of there must have been very unique.
Well, I popped his shoulder out of socket, he snapped out of it, and then when I tried to pop it back in the socket, it put him in torpor.
That probably did it.
It was nice to have a moment of silence, though. Man, he was crazy.
Tell me again how you put him in torpor?
When I tried to...
By popping his shoulder out of socket.
I'll try to remember that one for future use.
It's crazy how that works. You gonna sit on this information for a while and let us know what we need to do next, or?
I shall report it, of course, although I think it's more of use to mutually beneficial friends than the Ivory Tower, but the Ivory Tower will of course be made aware.
Yeah, we have people to talk to about it too.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I'm aware. Please make sure you get as much information as you can. Knowledge is of course very, very potent. Is there anything else you wish to discuss?
No, I think we need to go rest.
Of course. Xavier, a word? In private again?
Starting to like you more than me. Cedra just walks away.
You did very well tonight, Xavier. Cedra is unharmed, and it seems it came at great cost to yourself. Tell me, what did you see?
I recount from after the original two, the first fight. I recount walking up, hearing my wife, then appearing before her, the questions, leading her off, and then coming back.
The Church of Set know and teach a very unique form of obfuscate. They are able to take on the form of one's true love. What you saw was obviously not your wife.
It's good to know. I'd hate to kill her.
I've done worse to lovers. You should warn the others about this. And also learn to steel yourself. The disguise is good, but not perfect. It is entirely possible to see through it if you are prepared.
Any tips?
keep Cedra safe. She
Other
is your
than the
most
obvious.
powerful weapon against them. And I would be very disappointed as well.
Forgive me if I don't worry about your feelings while we're out there getting fucked up, and I stand up to walk away.
Fair.
I don't push the chair in.
I have left the dart on her table, by the way.
She's picking up the dart, looking at it, licking it, scrunching her nose at it. Any last minute conversations you'd like to have for the night?
Are we back out in the car?
If you want to be,
I heal again.
do a rouse check for me, please. Okay, you may heal 2 superficial.
Damn, you had that much damage?
I was actually pretty hurt, yeah.